That was that was me yesterday, which is why I wasn't live yesterday. I was in a wheelchair going down a hill into a lake. So I do apologize that I wasn't here yesterday. Big love to everyone in the chat. Hello, everyone. Jay, this has been an awful introduction. Let me start again. Guys, hello. How you doing? We're here. We're going to have fun. We're going to talk about the most disappointing movies ever, first and foremost. But before that, guys, I do want to go into, I'm going to wait for a few more people to jump in. I do want to just tell you about how I'm feeling about someone. But I'll wait for more people to jump in first, and then I can start talking about that. But today we're going to be talking about just films that disappointed you. Now, this is not bad films. It's just films that disappointed you. So you may have thought to yourself, this film, it's okay, but it's not what I expected. That's the vibe we're going for. We're not going necessarily for bad films. So there will be bad films on the list, but we're not necessarily going for bad films. So guys, first of all, how you doing? Marks out of 10. Let me know. Put it in the chat. Have you hit the like button? I think you have, because we already have a very high proportional number to viewers to like. So thank you very much. Everyone who's been watching the videos lately, if you've just come onto the stream, you've just watched one of my videos recently, big love to you. This is where we just F around. Some of my videos are quite serious. Some of them go into things like, film making techniques and stuff like that. This is going to be very much a case of, hey, let's just have a chat. Let's just have a chat and have fun. So we're not gonna go into anything too deep tonight, but we are gonna have fun as always. Kenny, you are on an 8 out of 10. White Noise, you're on a 7 out of 10. So Kenny, why are you on an 8 out of 10? That's so high. I'm definitely close. I'm like on an 8 or a 9. Yeah, I think I'm on a 9. James, above average. Oh my God, what's going on there? That doesn't sound positive, above average. It sounds, the connotation of that is quite negative. So if you could maybe potentially just let me know what's going on there. It's not very high. Ray, hello Ray, how you doing? Oh wow, Kenny. Okay, that's Kenny's on an 8 still. A meh out of 10. That's so bad. What's going on there? What's happening? Talk to me, son. But where are you? Come on, help me. So guys, as I said, recently I have I feel a certain way about someone, and I think it's only fair that I share the love that I have for this person. It's quite a personal subject, so I don't want to overwhelm you guys too much, but I feel like this is a special moment, and I just want to tell you guys all about it in the chat. This is a special moment between me and you guys, so don't tell anyone. It's between us. It's a secret. So there's this person. Now, I'm not sure if the person is a man or girl or a woman or it. Is it it? They? But the person, I'm in love, guys. I'm in love with this person. And it's just, have you been in love before? It's a special feeling. I can't overcome this feeling. I'm in love with her. Sorry, them, they. What an incredible human being. I don't really know her name properly. I think it's Amanfla. It's not Amanda, it's Amanfla. And she's good at dancing. Sorry, they're good at dancing. They can dance, they can sing, they can rap, they can act. And the face is just, look at this face. You can understand why I feel the way that I do. Now, one of our incredible viewers, or mods, Vitaphone, he said that woman in Hollywood weren't very good since the 90s, but oh yeah, so it's not a woman, it's a they. So yeah, they said that they Vitaphone said that I'm so confused right now. It's not a woman, so I'm so confused. But anyway, the point is, this person is incredible, and I'm in love. Have you guys seen her act and dance and stuff and rap? And do you feel the same way? Because I'm besotted by Amandla. Am I saying that right? Amandla. Let me Google it. I should probably get the name right. Amandla. I'm consumed by the joys of Amandla. Anyway, we'll come back to that in a bit. I think we should move on. I should probably turn this music off as well, because it's fucking annoying. Guys, disappointing movies. Shall we do this? Shall we just get straight into it? I'm going to keep they on the screen because it just makes me feel happy. Here we go. Kenny, you got Amandla. Yes. Vitaphone 6 for Amandla, or 6 is how you're feeling, because you can't give Amandla 6. That's not allowed. I won't have you saying anything negative about Amandla, because they're special to me. Right, guys, I got some. Thank you, Kenny. I got some names of some films that I particularly think were disappointing for myself, and I'm hoping that Amandla agrees with me, because I don't want them to do a track about me. So the first film that I've got on my list is Sin City 2. Sin City 2. And I think on the other stream that we had on Tuesday, we spoke about Sin City being a good film. And I think we can all concurrently agree that Sin City is a good film. It's one of my favorite films ever. I love it. But Sin City 2 was a huge disappointment. Same director, some of the same cast. I think, did Bruce Willis come back? I think he came back for a scene. No, Bruce Willis didn't come back, but Mickey Rourke came back. And it had Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He was riding high on the crest of a wave. And the film was just a big old piece of trash, wasn't it? It was just terrible. Absolutely terrible. I did not enjoy that film. And the worst thing is, now, when you enjoy, it's normally sequels as well. That's the most disappointing thing. It's normally sequels. You enjoy the first film, you can't wait for the second film or the third film, and you're often disappointed, which is why on my list I've got I've got The Last Jedi, because I enjoyed The Force Awakens. I did enjoy it. Shoot me. But I enjoyed it. The Last Jedi removed the enjoyment of the first film. Now, I get it. It was a cut and paste film. Force Awakens was a cut and paste film from the first Star Wars film. But I still enjoyed it. It still had promise. It opened up those magic boxes that J.J. Abraham just cannot keep opening. And I enjoyed it. But then Last Jedi came out and I was flummoxed. I was absolutely flummoxed. Did not enjoy it at all. I'm going to keep my powder dry. I'm not going to say any more for now. I want you guys to tell me what films you felt were disappointing. You probably have said a few already. Kerwin, so I would like it if you could address this person by the correct title, which is them. Not she is so cute, they are so cute, but also they are an idiot wrapped in a fool. We need to have the proper pronouns and stuff going on, because we're all adults here. So naughty boy, is your pronoun him or is your pronoun him, she, or they, Kerwin? Then I can say if you're a naughty boy or not. It's very confusing. Avatar by Shalaman. Yes. Do you know what? I wasn't disappointed because I hadn't seen the cartoon. I hadn't seen the anime prior to it. So I wasn't disappointed. I just didn't like the film. But yeah. Kerwin, no laughing. Tell me, what's your pronoun? Ray, when I was 8, Batman and Robin was on TV for the first time. It was my first live action Batman. Oh my God. That's so disappointing. Look at this. It's a back card. Never leave home without it. Terrible, terrible film. Hello, Gagnan. Hello there. At least you could laugh on The Lost Jedi. I wasn't laughing. I was bored. I was bored. Like the scene in the casino, whatever it's called, was just atrocious. Atrocious. My pronouns are always right. Always right. Oh dear. On that vein, 300 was disappointing. Oh, the battles were so outlandish and obsessed with style over substance, yet the politics within the city felt so much more grounded. Interesting. I was disappointed by its sequel, which was, what was it called? I can't remember. It was 300 dot something. I did not like the sequel at all. I like 300. Mine is King and he, they, or the. Okay. Thank you, Cohen. So I think I'm safe to say you're a very naughty boy for referring to Amanfla as she. I think I'm fine to do that. Disappointing films for me were Dune. Which one? David Lynch or Denis Villeneuve? Mean Girls 2, not seen it. Cars 3. The Menu, agreed with that. I was thoroughly disappointed by that. The Phantom Menace. Definitely Phantom Menace for me. Battle Los Angeles. The trailer was so good. Yeah, the trailer was so good. I thought the movie was going to be Saving Private Ryan with a dash of District 9. I honestly cannot remember one thing from that film. It's just, and this is what I'm doing less of. I'm not indulging in watching films where you come out of the cinema and it's gone. The information's gone. I'm not watching those kind of films anymore. I'm cleansing my palate completely. So I'm very selective about what films I watch. And that's why I wasn't online yesterday. I was watching The Bike Riders. And the only reason why I watched it was I was I was with a woman. It wasn't a manfla, it was someone else. And I thought the person had already watched Bad Boys. So I thought, let me watch this film instead. It's got Austin Butler. Ladies love Austin Butler. So I thought, let me jump on and watch The Bike Riders because, well, she might be impressed. And she loved it, which is great. I didn't even know much about it. I knew Tom Hardy was in it. I knew Jodie Comer was in it. And I knew that Tom Hardy was in it as well. But I didn't know who directed it. I didn't know who directed it until actually I was watching the credits. And I was like, oh, because throughout watching it, I was like, this film's not shot particularly well. It's a good story. The acting's fantastic, and it's all very good, but it's not like a stylish film. And I was like, who shot this film? And then I found it was Jeff Nichols. And if you don't know who Jeff Nichols is, he's an indie director who's now kind of mainstream, I guess. But I was quite shocked. And then I thought, no, that's definitely his style of work. So that makes sense. It's a really good film. I really enjoyed it. Most importantly, the person I watched it with enjoyed it too. And no, it wasn't a manfla. Marcus on a date with Amy Adams. Jay, listen, I've already professed my love for Amanda Steinberg. So I will not have any scandalous accusations about me and Amy Adams. Thank you very much. I will not have it. So I want to show you guys this. We're going to talk some more about overrated films or films we thought were disappointing in a second. But first, I want to show you guys a bit more about Amanfla. Just so you get context of who Amanfla is, because if you don't know what rapping is, this is rapping, and it's an art form that was originated by African Americans around about the late 70s, maybe even the mid 70s, and it's been popularized by popular culture over the past 20 years or so. So it's almost now pop music. And Amanfla is what they're currently doing there. They're currently indulging in rapping, and I don't really know what they're saying. I don't really care. But I do think that Amanfla is fantastically stunning. And I'm loving the intensity in the eyes. It's honestly, I've not seen Amanfla in anything before. So now I know that Amanfla has talent. I'm just going to potentially go through their backlog of work and just see what they've done previously and just enjoy. I mean, look, the dancing's incredible. It's incredible. I'm a huge fan. Amy Adams cannot compete with Amanfla at all. I might have to take this down because I might get copyright struck by Amanfla, which would be a real shame because I'm a big fan. Anyway, so other films that are on my list are The Phantom Menace, which we spoke about already. Another one is The Hobbit. So this list is full of sequels and prequels. The Hobbit. So I was concerned that they were making it's not a sequel, it's kind of a prequel. I was concerned that they were making another Lord of the Rings book into a film. And I was not disappointed by my concerning attitude. It was dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. The special effects, the acting, the music, just the whole shebang was not of my liking at all. Spiritual, how you doing? Thank you very much for the super chat, Spiritual. Big love that. Absolutely wonderful. Let me look at what you guys are saying here. Apologies, I've just been rabbiting on about my new love for Amanfla, and I've absolutely neglected you guys. And you know what? That's what happens, right? You fall in love, and then you just get into a bubble with the person you're with. And then after a while, you've realized you've neglected your friends, the people that are always there for you, the people that always turn up to your streams, people who always hit the like button. Has a Amanfla ever hit the like button for me? No, but I'm giving them so much time. And I feel like it happens every time you fall in love. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's beautiful. But I let you guys down, and I do apologize. So let me go through some of these suggestions. Almost. Rap has always been unchallenged in the charts for over a decade. It's pop. Totally agree. Marcus, what your wife... I haven't got a wife, but I'm hoping. I don't know if I did marry Amanfla, if it would be a wife. I don't know how that works, but she looks like the type that punches in the air against patriarchy. Oh dear. Haven't seen Hobbit or Lord of the Rings. I made the stream. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ben, good to have you in here. The Hobbit was very so underwhelming. My God. It was just underwhelming. Oh my God. It was terrible. Absolutely.
Uncut Gems.
Right.
Uncut Gems. It was an Uncut Gems kind of film. Terrible. Second Suicide movie was pants. Initial reports said that it was so much better than the first. Do you know what? I saw Suicide Squad at the cinema, and obviously this is kind of around about the time when COVID was still rampant, and I did laugh my head off. And then I tried to watch it again on streaming, and I was like, I couldn't even finish it. I was like, this is not good. It's not good. I never got why they made The Hobbit when I saw Is Eyes 3-parter. I knew. Gagner, I don't know what you mean. Let me know. The Hobbit was mid, but okay. Not incredible, but I don't think I had high hopes for it. They turned it into 3, didn't they? There was 3 of them. I liked the scene with the dragon, but that's about it. Technically, I was asking for it, but the Hulu remake of Hellraiser, oh my God. Just those words. Hulu remake of Hellraiser. Just 3 words? Hulu remake of Hellraiser. No, 4 words. Just those 4 words say everything that I need to know. The Hulu remake of Hellraiser. I'm not even going to finish reading what you said after that, Ray. I know what's coming next. Nothing disappointed me more than Dune 2. Still can't. Yeah, you know what, Cohen? I may have told this story before, but I have a day job, and I could only watch this film when it came out on the same night. There was my only window to watch it. So I watched it at midnight. Obviously, the film doesn't start till like 1 because of the bloody trailers and the bloody popcorn and the bloody. And then 3 hours later, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You're absolutely knackered. And the film was not good at all. Terrible. No, it wasn't terrible. It's just not. It wasn't what I expected, I guess. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you watch a film and it's not bad. It's not what you expected. And that's typically what the problem is. Chinobites The Ride. What is that? Sounds great. Avatar The Way of the Water came straight out the toilet too. Is that the Shalaman one though? Or is that a TV series? Spaceballs 2, the search for the search for more money is being made now. I look forward to it with high hopes. Jay, you're going to hate me. I've never seen Spaceballs. I've only seen clips from Spaceballs. And I think someone made the comment, I think it was Nerdrotic, who said they're too late making it because Disney have been making Spaceballs since they acquired Star Wars, which I cannot agree with more. The new Hellraiser remake, and I'd like to know more of what the Hulu offers. Lord of the Rings, 3 books, 3 films. Hobbit, 1 book, 3 films. That's called corporate capitalism. The Hobbit cartoon was fantastic, if totally not needed, especially stretching into a trilogy. Remade Hellboy was atrocious. Not seen it. I wasn't a big fan of the originals. They were okay, but they kind of again just over the head. Right, let me tell you another film. And this is why I made this film here, is why I started this stream. The Matrix 4. And I'm going to go as far as to say The Matrix 2 and The Matrix 3. Upon reflection, I was very harsh on the original Matrix film. I was very hard on it. I was like, it's okay, but it's not that good when it first came out. And then I saw number 2. I was like, this is fun. It's action. It's okay. It was okay. Some amazing action sequences. I think better action sequences than the first film. The storyline wasn't great, but it was okay. The third film was absolutely appalling. And I've had to kind of, over the years, go back to the original Matrix and just kind of work out why it's so good. And the film is it's a masterpiece, absolute masterpiece. It shouldn't work, but it's so good. There's so much exposition. Like there's like exposition for 20 minutes by Morpheus, which is not allowed. You shouldn't be able to just sit there and just spew your guts about the backstory and what's going on, and the characters and stuff. But it works. It works. The second film, again, action's amazing. The storyline is pants. The third film is so disappointing. It's jumbled up nonsense. And then the fourth film. So what I'm trying to say ultimately is Matrix is not that great. Only the first film is good. Like the other films are take it or leave it. Honestly, take it or leave it. Sorry, I've got a manfla still dancing in the background here, and it's really putting me off. There's loads of text on the screen, and it's really annoying me a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's still dancing for me to my left hand, and to my right hand I've got a screen, and I don't know which. I'm torn, guys. I'm torn between you. I'm torn between my love for Amandla, and look at that dancing. Exquisite. Absolutely exquisite. Anyway, the point was The Matrix is it's good, but the rest of them are trash. And number 4 especially, and I know Vitaphone said this many times, apparently the fourth one was made on purpose by one of the sisters because they had to make it, or else someone else would have made it. Having said that, they're going to make another one, so that didn't work. Matrix 4, I have to be had to have been made as shit. That's what I was just saying. You didn't like, it's not, so Ben, I just had to strip down, not literally strip down, I had to strip down Kerwin because they refer to Amandla as she and her. I won't have it. Amandla is a they. So just be careful, okay? Be careful. I heard about Love and Thunder ahead of its time and turned it off after a few minutes of viewing it. Yeah, oh my God. What happened to Taika Waititi? That's definitely not how you say his name. What happened to Taika? What happened? Because he was like that, and then he just went like that. You know what happened? Guys, a minute ago, I was telling you about how I'm so besotted by Amandla. And I told you about how sometimes when you get into a romantic relationship, you neglect the ones you love. And I feel like since Taika has got with the singer, what's her name? That singer, dumped his wife and kids, as they always do when they become famous, to get with a singer. And since then, his career has just gone downhill, hasn't it? He's neglected his loving fans. I mean, I was never a loving fan, but you know what I mean. He bought into his own hype. Yeah, he did. And also he fell in love with what's her name, guys? And it is a her. Taika was phoning it in. He was, hey Muna. Waititi. Denzel kept his wife, didn't he? He did, yes. He did. I think he did. I don't know his personal life, but I'm sure he did. He seems to be in love with his wife, which is lovely. But Ewan McGregor did it. Kaita, Waititi did it as well. They all do it. John Hamm did it as well. That's it. Rita Ora. That's the one. Hello, Bootle Bad Boy. How you doing, my friend? Natalie Portman. What's that mean? What's Natalie Portman? What's that in reference to? Natalie Portman? Explain yourself. Rita Ora. Oh, you thought he got with Natalie Portman? No, of course not. Jeez, you would never date him. Come on. It's too precise and too pronounced and too privileged and too prestigious to date Waititi. It's just not I think that's going to ever happen, is it? Come on. She's too tiny. Who's too tiny? You know what I love doing most? I love just talking here and then looking down and seeing a comment and being like, what the hell's going on in the chat? She's too tiny. I don't even know who that's in reference to. Is that in reference to Amandla? But that wouldn't be in reference to Amandla because Amandla is a they. So it couldn't be in reference to that. It must be in reference to Natalie Portman. I thought you were Natalie Portman since he wanted her in his new Star Wars film. Yeah, what's going on with that? I heard he was writing a Star Wars script. I heard about that in 2017. We're now in 25, basically. Where's this Star Wars script happening? Come on. I want to see a Taika Waititi Star Wars script starring Rita Ora and Natalie Portman. Can't wait. Natalie Portman rap on LS. Yeah, her rap is sensational. You got me thinking about this person again. Look at that. Wow. Look at this person. Got me thinking about this person. Thank you, Bootle Bad Boy. What's good? Yeah, what is good, Bootle Bad Boy? Talk to me. Okay, what's next on my list? Next on my list is Prometheus, the Ridley Scott film. So this film, it came out, I want to say 2012 or something. Could be wrong. Which is roughly, it's close to being 20 years after Aliens 4. Close to being, but not quite. And I was expecting so much. I was so hyped to watch Prometheus. I was like, he's coming back. Ridley Scott's coming back. He's going to save the day. Like we had Aliens 4, which I kind of liked because I liked the director, the French director. And then we had Aliens 3, which I've never seen. I'm never going to see it. But they were both considered flops, critically and commercially. So I thought Ridley Scott's coming back. We got this, Pete. We got this. I was getting them Amandla vibes. But then the film is trash. Absolute trash. Charlize Theron running away from a giant wheel as it crushes her. Like, what is happening? What on earth is happening? Terrible film. Star Wars Return of the... Oh, dearie me. Oh, wow. Has he replaced Amy Adams? Wow. First of all, Ashley, it's not a he, it's a they, just for your knowledge. That's the first thing. And secondly, no, not yet. We're just taking things slow. Okay? I don't have any experience with Prometheus. A lot of people were super hyped over it. I was super hyped over it. Oh my God, I couldn't finish it. Tried 2 times. Yeah. It's with Rian Johnson's stack of trilogy strip, Patty Jenkins' Wing Fighter script, and David Benioff's. All those scripts are in a big pile on Kathleen's desk, and she's gone, any of these women? No. Oh, no, Patty Jenkins is, but I still don't want to make that. I want to make this thing over here, which is 180 million and looks like it was made with a potato. Carney 2009 was a positive experience recently. Love that. Gagnan, your films. I don't know how you do it. Honestly, I said it so many times. I don't know how you do it. They had good marketing for Prometheus. It was great marketing. I was hyping it up myself. Alien 3 had issue, but I did really like it. James, that's a bold statement. Love that. Prometheus is my pet peeve so bad. Yeah. My pet. Oh, when you say pet peeve, do you mean, because I know we're from different sides of the pond, I think. Do you mean good or bad? Because in the UK, it's bad. Recitas, if you don't know, I need to confess something. And you've just joined the stream, so maybe you don't know what's happening here. But I've only gone and fallen in love. And I'm shameless about it. I'm absolutely shameless about it with this person. And I just want everyone to just know that. Anyway, back to this. Laughing at myself because I like Prometheus, Alien, Romulus out. Oh, God. White noise. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. White noise. I was having such a good stream. I had Amandla watching me. I had Amandla dancing for me. I had you guys here, and then you said that. And this is how I feel. That's how I feel about your statement. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Deary me. It's brought down the mood a little bit. I'm not going to lie. It's brought down the mood. What do you think about the acolyte actress? It's not an actress, it's an actor. Okay, so just get that right. That's the first thing. Second thing is, what do I think? I think they're amazing. Why do you think they're on my screen right now? They're incredible. They're an incredible human being. I love their music. I love their rapping. I love their dancing. Haven't seen them act, but in the video, there's a bit of acting. So I think they can act. So I'm on board. I've not seen any episodes of The Acolyte, but I'm on board with Amandla. Prometheus was when I put out a missing persons report. Oh dear! For me, it was before that. He made a film with Russell Crowe. I don't know what it's called. I'm going to call it In the Vineyards because it's about wine. I think I've not seen it. But that's the moment when I went, I'm going to tap out of this Ridley Scott thing. Wasn't a huge fan beforehand, but now I'm definitely tapping out. And I've told you guys before, The Martian is his best film. The Martian is his best film, by far. By donkey's years. Speaking of big productions that flopped, Noah, oh my God. This is a great one. This is a great one. Guys, my definition of a bad film. No, let me reword what I'm about to say. My definition of a film that disappoints is a film that you leave the cinema, or you leave the experience, and you don't remember a thing. So with Noah, I don't remember a thing from that film at all. Like it just came and went. Pause. LOL. Yes, white noise. You can laugh it up because I'm really disappointed in you. I'm not going to lie. Prometheus was the first time I fell asleep. I love it when people fall asleep in the cinema. I was disappointed with Glass Onion, Knives Out sequel. Love that. And I love your big statement there, Jay. If I did a video and I made a statement that Rian Johnson can't do sequels, the outroar that would... So I made a video, guys. I made a video about the TV show Baby Reindeer. And this is not verbatim what I said, but this is the tone of the video, yeah? The tone of the video is, this successful show has been successful recently. However, the voiceover in the show isn't good. It's too descriptive. It's kind of like a student film. And then at the end I said, but the character work is fantastic. It's a good show. And I hope they go on to do some wonderful things in the future. And the comments that I've been getting are just outrageous. They have been absolutely scathing. They've been like, how dare you insult this show? It's the best show ever. How dare you insult it? The writing's not bad. You're bad. I was like, what the hell is this? What have I unearthed here? And then someone going, this show highlights things like SA, sexual abuse, and other things such as that. How can you be so mean to it? I'm like, dude, stop being so personal about it. Like, I'm talking about the technical writing of the show. I'm not talking about what happens in the show. I'm talking about one specific thing. I love YouTube. It's beautiful. She plays twins in Acolyte, so using they works. Now, Kevin, I know that was a joke, and normally I would applaud your joke, but right now I am in love with Amandla, and I find your joke quite offensive. Yeah, whoa, man, calm down, like calm down. Leave Gladiator alone. You guys are having a little back and forth about Gladiator, right? Gladiator 2, can't wait for that. Dune 2 was hugely successful, but very disappointing for me. Totally agree. The Prometheus, to be frank, Prometheus deserves kudos on pioneering the flat lighting of the... Marcus is a big meanie who... so many people are so triggered by it. Unbelievable. Like, it's so mad. You're talking about the technical skills of the writing, and then they're talking about all sorts of goose and ganders. Hello, who's this? VV. Hello, VV. How you doing? What is that? Is that some sort of offensive meme or little emoji? So let me go on to my next film. My next film is Doctor Strange 2. So I've told you guys before, I love Doctor Strange, the character and the first film. I understand that it's culturally insensitive. I get that. But at the same time, I do love the film. I cannot deny it. It's got Mads Mikkelsen. It's got Benjamin Cumberbatch. And it's got the lady with no hair, who's just an incredible actress. And it's got the lady who looks like Amy Adams as well. And I think her name's Amy. Canadian actress, and her name is Amy something. Doesn't matter. Point is, love the film. Second film is toilet water. Toilet water from start to finish. And it's a director who I adore in Sam Raimi. And I just hate that film. And I don't know why I hate it. I actually cannot put my finger on it, like 2-3 years afterwards, why I hate that film so much. But I just got a really sour feeling coming out of the cinema, having watched that film. It just didn't do it for me at all. At all. Disappointing recommendations from work colleagues. Step Brothers, love Will Ferrell, hate that film. 28 Days Later, can't remember much about that film. Crash is just not good. 28 Days Later was tolerable. Tolerable. That's what I want to be called. Tolerable. If I ever confess my love, well, I've kind of done it on a live stream, but if I do meet Amandla and I confess my love for Amandla and they say I'm tolerable, I won't take that. That's not going to go down too well. So I don't think tolerable is a good thing, is it, Gagnan? You guys are going off on the Acolyte so much. Haven't seen Doctor Strange 2 yet. Hopefully it lands on Tubi for free. Unlikely because it's Disney, but you can download it for free. Not that you should. I'm not condoning the downloading of pirate material. Just to say. Jokes on y'all. I haven't watched Marvel movie after Endgame. Yep, joke's definitely on me. Egg on my face. Shadow Prince, hello. You were clearly praising the show, so I don't get the outrage. Do you know what? Exactly. I was clearly praising the show. If you finish watching the bloody video, you see I praised the show, praised the writer, I praised the acting. I was praising it. I said one thing, that the voiceover is corny, it's poor, it's technically incorrect, and it's like a student film, which is very scathing. I understand, But I tempered it by saying it's a good show still. And actually said that the voiceover, because it's so descriptive, it's good for the modern viewers because they nowadays are watching films on their phone and they're watching subtitles and stuff as they're watching. I do it as well, watching subtitles as I'm watching the film. And it's just like, okay, he says that he walked over to the bar and he's actually walking over to the bar. Well, this is wonderful. This is very comforting. It's very easy to watch. I think it's technically defunct, but that's fine. If people like it like that, if people like having their food spoon-fed to them as they lay in bed, I would love that from Amandla. That's a different thing altogether. If you want your information spoon-fed into your mouth, then, what can you do? I can't help these people. Can't help them. For Doctor Strange 2, it's not even really his movie. It's really American Chavez's movie. Yeah, what happened to that character, eh? I've not seen that character since. Just no sense of joined up thinking, is there, with these people? I'm not even going to go off on one because I will just go off on an angry tirade for about 10 minutes. And I don't want that. I want to talk to you guys. 28 Days Later is so bad. Don't pretend something not good is automatically bad. It can be neutral. Yeah, totally. It can definitely be neutral. Totally agree with that. Oh God, that film disappointed me. Oh my God, yeah. So thankfully, Moronic. So I'm a big fan of Alexander Payne. I think he's one of the best American directors of the past 30 years. So huge fan of his work. Has anyone seen Election? Put one in the chat if you've seen Election. Also, whilst you're doing it, can you hit the like button? Because I'd love that. I'd love that if you hit the like button. But yeah, Downsizing, I avoided it. I heard some really bad things about it, so I avoided it completely, which is a real shame because I love Alexander Payne's work. And I love Matt Damon. Matt Damon. Star Wars fans are insano style. They are. Acolyte video, Marcus, made had the chats in an uproar. It did, actually. It did. They didn't like that one either. Can't please everyone, can you? You can't please everyone. I can't recall any other ones. No one else has seen Election with, there we go. Reese Witherspoon's best performance. Matthew Broderick's best performance. Alexander Payne's best film. The film came out in 1999, which says everything, doesn't it? Any film that came out in 1999 is obviously genius. What bad movie do you really like? I like that. Do you know what? I'm going to star that. We'll come back to that towards the end. Brutal Bad Boy. That's a great question. Are there any Star Wars fans still? I'm a fan of the original. I'm not a fan of the prequels. I'm not a fan of the sequels. I'm not a fan of these TV series, apart from The Mandalorian, season 1 and 2. So I would say, honestly speaking, and I was thinking about this today because I saw a video about Doctor Who and how the ratings have gone down. I've never watched Doctor Who, so don't know anything about it, but heard how the ratings have gone down since they've recast the lead actor. Don't know his name. Or they, is it they again? I don't know their name. But yeah, I just thought to myself, it's like things have a shelf life, don't they? Things have a shelf life. Things come and they go. And it's quite obvious that potentially Star Wars, and I'm not saying this in a bitter way, I'm not saying this to be mean, I'm not trying to jump on the bandwagon. I'm just being very logical here. Star Wars has been popular for like 50 years. 50 years, that's a long time. That's half a decade for F's sake. Maybe not everything survived. Can you guys think of a franchise that has survived since 1930 or since 1920 or since 1940? Like, it just doesn't happen, right? Like, nothing lasts that long in life. And maybe Star Wars just come to an end. And there's nothing you can do about it. I think Star Trek's been going on for a while, but I think even Star Trek's now coming to an end. Not everything can last forever. So there should be no bitterness towards the fact that it's just come to an end, honestly. Right, what's next on my list? Next up is Man of Steel. So again, I loved 300. I enjoyed Watchmen at the time. And I thought Zack Snyder is going to make the most amazing. I thought he was definitely like top 5 best directors in the world at that point. And I was so wrong. I was so wrong. Man of Steel is a polished turd. Polished turd. That's what Man of Steel is. Polished turd. And this may anger a lot of what's that guy's name? British guy. Everyone loves him. Everyone loves him. I made a video recently about actors in movies you should definitely not watch because they always make bad movies. And he's definitely one of those actors who he's always in bad movies, just over and over and over again. Henry Cavill, thank you, brutal bad boy. Here's a good one. Bond. Yeah, I mean, even Bond. Bond's very different for me because Bond hasn't got a concurrent story that's going on and on and on and on. It's just a character, isn't it? So Bond's different. When it's a story, though, like 50 years, the same story. Madness. Man of Steel was fine. I didn't hate it. I did. Sorry, I hated it. It's got Amy Adams, and I love her, but I hated the film. Darjeeling Limited, I like Wes Anderson's early films, but that one was the first one that lost me. It was too long, too ponderous. It just wasn't the Royal Tenenbaums or Life Aquatic. So I've got a video on Wes Anderson on my channel. It's a bit of self-promotion here. And I asked the question, is he overrated? And I do think he is overrated. And there's plenty of examples where his films, it's like a plug and play. Honestly, it's like it's like buying a MacBook. You buy the MacBook, you take it out of the box, you plug it in, you switch on the power button, and it goes, what language do you speak? What's your email address? Do you want to log into your phone as well? It's plug and play with Wes Anderson, really is. His best films are The Life Aquatic, The Royal Tenenbaums, Fantastic Mr. Fox, and his actual best film is The Grand Budapest Hotel. That's his best film. And the rest of them are kind of just plug and play. You could interchange characters, you could interchange shots, you could interchange DOPs, music, whatever. So I tend to agree with your comment there. I sobbed loudly into my popcorn and stumbled into the theatre lobby, then fell down weeping uncontrollably, while staff casually walked me over to No Time. Oh my God, yeah. No Time to Die. When the moment when, I don't want to spoil it for anyone. If you don't want to hear, tune out for a minute. The moment when he dies, I looked over to the person I was watching it with, and I was like, I just laughed. I was like, what? What is this melodramatic bullshit? What is this melodramatic bullshit? The whole film is just melodramatic bullshit. I have officially have no comment on Man of Steel. Snyder fans are ferocious. As you can probably tell, White Noise, I've got the ferociousness come my way on many occasions from all sorts of fans. Now I've got the baby reindeer fans coming after me. Just unbelievable. Coronation Street hasn't changed. So Brutal Bad Boy, soaps are very different. Soaps can go on they can go on forever and ever and ever because the viewers are casual. They're not invested. No one's going to a Coronation Street convention in LA. Do you know what I mean? But when it comes to Star Wars and Star Trek, these are global phenomena. They're across the world. No one's watching Coronation Street in Morocco. So, the global massive franchises, billion-dollar franchises. I can tell you Coronation Street is not a billion-dollar franchise. And there's only so much story you can do. Like, there's only so much, like, you run out of story, you run out of energy. Like, the person who's created the original series, like Gene Roddenberry, whatever his name is for Star Trek, and then George Lucas for Star Wars, they're old. He's going to die soon, and God forbid, I don't want him to die soon, but he's old. So his legacy hopefully will be lived on, but right now his legacy is in the hands of Kathleen Kennedy and Dave Filoni, and neither of them really, well, I don't want to say they don't understand, because I think George has endorsed Dave Filoni, but it doesn't seem like they understand what's going on. Honestly, I walked out of cinema when the missile. You didn't miss much because like 2 minutes left after that. Should have walked out before that. Coronation Street, Convention LA. I'll be the first one there. Guys, if you've not hit the like button, I would absolutely adore if you could hit the like button. That would be fantastic. If you don't hit the like button, then honestly speaking, all I can say is you're a little bit like this. Very. That's what you are. If you don't hit the like button, that's what you are. That's what I think of you. Ridiculous. Pascal, how you doing, Pascal? Good to see you. Mulholland Drive was so disappointing. I actually liked it. This is the first one I disagree with. I actually liked it. And I don't like David Lynch's work. Honestly speaking, I'm not a big fan, but I do like that film. I don't know why, because it's just nonsense, gobbledygook nonsense, but it makes sense. It actually does. One of the scariest moments ever in cinema history for me personally. I don't particularly like horror films. I find them hilarious, and that's not really the purpose of a horror film. I'm not meant to watch them to laugh, so there's no point in watching them. But one of the scariest moments is in Mulholland Drive when it's a scene in the diner, and I think he's talking to, I don't know who he's talking to. This character's talking to a psychiatrist, maybe, I think, and he says something like, I have these dreams that someone's outside or something. And he goes outside and there's this jump scare that's just incredible. And it's made me jump as well. It's a brilliant moment. Wait, Bond dies in No Time to Die. All right, scratch that off my watch list. You didn't know that. You didn't know that. You didn't know that. Paris, Texas from Wind Wenders is so disappointing. Thank you. Amma Frenze. So disappointing. I was told it's one of the greatest films of all time, and then I just heard monologue after monologue after monologue. Just talking. Just monologuing. Everyone monologuing. Who does that in real life? No one monologues in real life. I mean, I've been doing a monologue for about, 52 minutes. But you get what I mean? Like, no one monologues when they're talking to people. Although I'm talking to you. So anyway, Moon, the diner scene is one of the best. Yeah. Yes, agreed. I fell asleep on the couch. So, guys, right now we have 40 people in the stream, which is amongst the highest we've ever had. So, big love to all of you. If you could hit the like button, that would be tremendous. I know I've said it like 20 times now in 52 minutes, but if you could hit the like button, that'd be amazing. I want to get 40 likes. That'd be our highest ever. Remember in American Horror Story Season 2, there was aliens who did nothing. I don't remember that because I've not seen it, but I've heard good things about it. Spoiler alert. Yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I? Only recently got into horror. I've always found even the good ones cheesy, but starting to get into them. So, James, what's your favorite horror movie that you've watched recently? Right, the next film is Batman versus Superman. Now, obviously, after Man of Steel, I lost huge faith in Zack Snyder. And going into Batman versus Superman, I was also in a lack of faith, but I thought this can't go wrong. It's Batman versus Superman. There's going to be fighting non-stop. We got Jesse Eisenberg just come off his Oscar nomination for Social Network. I wonder what he's going to do with Lex Luthor. And then the film began. And my God. Wow. That film is just so bad. Such a bad film. Honestly. Terrible film. There's barely any fighting. It's Batman versus fucking Superman. It should be 2 hours of Batman fighting Superman non-stop. It should be a non-stop fight. Have you guys seen Family Guy when the chicken fights with the main guy? I forgot his name. Peter. It's epic. Those fights are epic. I want to see Superman fighting Batman non-stop for 2 hours. Non-stop. Like the film starts, bang, action. Like as soon as the first frame is Superman punching Batman's face, that would be game over for Batman, probably, but maybe Batman punches Superman's face, and then just not just a spiral of fighting for 2 hours. That's what I wanted, and what I got was this.
Got uncut jams.
Right.
I got uncut jams instead. Uncut jams. I got trash. Absolute trash. Zack Snyder is cinema. Yeah, maybe. Which cinema, though? It's like one of those old cinemas that don't, go to open a door, the door comes off, you walk into the cinema, the popcorn machine's not working. Can I have some popcorn? No, it's not working. Okay, can I have a hot dog? Machine's not working. Can I have water? Yeah, we have a toilet. Okay, and you get into the screen and you're looking at the screen, you're like, this is actually not a screen, it's just a TV. And that's the kind of cinema that Zack Snyder is. 300 was good, though. It was good. Although not the most recent I watched is Exorcist. Exorcist is a fantastic film. It's not just a horror film, it's a good film overall. And speaking of which, and I think I should put this here, because honestly, this week we have lost one of the greats, guys. We've lost one of the absolute greats. And I think I've been a bit disrespectful by not putting it up on here. So let me put it there. We lost Donald Sutherland, which, forget about his son, Keitha, who's a good actor. Donald is for me, one of the most important actors, character actors of all time. Just an incredible actor. And it was really sad when I heard that he'd passed away. Obviously, he's quite old, 88 years old. So it wasn't shocking, but it was sad. But he's one of the absolute legends. If you think about all the films he starred in since the 60s and his impact that he's had on cinema, he, even from like modern day films to films from some of the classic films from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, like he's in JFK, he's in the Hunger Games films. Like, it's just what an incredible actor. Yeah. Sad times. This has sucked. I recently made a review of it. So did you make a review of the Exorcist from 1973? Because that film did not suck. That's one of the great films. Casino Royale and Skyfall are my favorite of the Daniel Craig period. Casino Royale is the best James Bond film ever. By far. Yeah. This is why I love you guys. I was so hyped for American Hustle when it first came out. This is on my list, American Hustle. It's the last on my list. So yeah, let's talk about it. American Hustle, this was coming off the back of The Fighter. David O. Russell directed it, The Fighter. A one in the chat. Give me a one in the chat if you've seen the film Three Kings. One in the chat if you've seen the film Three Kings. Hit me with some ones. Three Kings. George Clooney, Mark Wahlberg, Ice Cube. Yeah, there we go. There's some ones. Love it. So David O. Russell directed that, and he directed the American Hustle. And it came off the back of The Fighter and also the film that he made with Bradley Cooper, which won Jennifer Lawrence the Oscar, which name I can't remember. I remember it in a minute. And everyone was hyped for this film, and then it started and ended, and no one was hyped for the film anymore because the film is a piece of shit. Absolute piece of shit. But I love Three Kings. I absolutely adore Three Kings. George Clooney. So him and David O. Russell got into a fight on set, like a physical fight. And David O. Russell's always pissing people off. And George Clooney punched him in the face. And they've never worked together since. And the film also stars Spike Jonze, who was married to Sofia Coppola, who is the famous Sofia Coppola, who's directed many a film, and also the daughter of Francis Ford Coppola. And Spike Jonze directed Being John Malkovich and Adaptation and Her as well. So there's loads of little links going on there, guys. But American Hustle is a piece of shit. Absolute piece of shit. Silver Linings, that's the one. Thank you, Ben. Silver Linings, thank you, Recetus. Silver Linings, thank you, Pascal. That's David O. Russell's best film by far. Which one? Three Kings? I don't think so. I think The Fighter might be his best film, but it's close. Three Kings is just, it's very 90s. Also 1999. Another 1999 film. 2 points to George. I do not condone any sort of violence on this stream, on this channel. Thank you very much. Three Kings is David O. Russell's best film by far. I don't know. I think The Fighter's better, personally. I think The Fighter's a bit more focused than Three Kings. Three Kings is just a heist movie in, is it in Iraq? That's all it is. And it's a good film. It's a very good film, but it's not his best film, for me anyway. Right. Next film on my list is The Hateful Eight. Now, if you come onto my channel, again, pause. If you come to the channel, that's also a pause moment. If you are subscribed to the channel and you watch a lot of the videos and you come on the streams, you know that I really will have a go. Not really, I rarely will have a go at Quentin Tarantino. I won't say a bad thing about the guy because I think the guy's an absolute genius. But this film was Tarantino turned up to 20. And it was like having Tarantino in this living room and him just talking for 3 hours. It just felt like every character was Tarantino. It felt overwhelming. And it felt so overwhelming. I was like, fucking hell, shut the fuck up. Like, that is the worst. That's the worst case scenario. You don't want to be stuck in a room with Tarantino. That's one thing you don't want. You don't want Tarantino talking at you for 3 hours. And you can't talk back. It's a film. So you're stuck hearing Tarantino for 3 hours, just talking back and forth to himself. I never, ever in my life, ever want to go through that experience ever again. It's just not cool. Not cool. What's this woe for, Avita? What's the woe for? Let me know. What's talk to me? Is it for Hateful Eight or is it for another film? Like I said, let me know. Now it makes sense why you don't rate the Thing that highly. Interesting. No. The Thing is a way better film than The Hateful Eight, and I get why you get the reference nerds, because there's a few tracks that Tarantino uses in The Hateful Eight, music tracks that are used that are from The Thing, and it's a very similar film. I get the reference, but the two films are chalk and cheese. The Thing is way better than The Hateful Eight, way, but it's leagues above The Hateful Eight. Leagues. I have to say, Hateful Eight was hard to swallow. Pause. But when I managed to finish it, I thought it was cool. Okay. I had the guilty pleasure of a guilty pleasure of mine is Independence Day. I had high hopes for Resurgent, but man, that did suck. I'm not seeing it. Never going to see it. There's some films that I know I will never see, and that is one of those films. There's quite a lot of films I know I will never ever see that film because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. My time is precious. I'm not doing it. Make a good film and I'll watch it. Just saw Inside Out 2, loved it. It's not better than the original, but you can tell they put effort into it. I've not seen Inside Out 1, so I can't comment. But I've heard good things. I've heard good things about both of them. What's the topic at the moment? Willard. So the topic is just many things, but I think the most important topic that I have to talk about right now, because you've asked, is I've recently fell in love, and can you see her? Sorry, them. Can you see them? They're right there. That person has changed my life. And I can only thank that person because they are just so talented and inspiration to me in particular. Their recent diss track to their fans, which is just it's a capitalist it's a capitalist dream to abuse your fans. I can only say that she's a genius. Sorry, they're a genius. So the topic right now is Amandla, and also the most disappointing movies ever. So I'm kind of riffing off both of those two subjects, kind of just like cohesively. I'm having a real ball. That's why Amandla is right here, just to show me some support. Because I feel like my rap skills are not quite to the levels they need to be, and I've learned so much from Amandla that I couldn't have learned anywhere else, apart from maybe from Jay, because I heard Jay is also a rapper. That's what I've heard. Marcus tortures us because what is going on? Who is not Paul? Okay, right, guys. There's 41 of you in here now. I will not have this person there referred to as she or her anymore. It's outrageous. They are a they. Okay, so sort your shit out. Okay, like I understand it. You're boomers, but come on, what the heck? Just sort your shit out, guys.
Uncut Jam.
Right.
Come on, don't be like her. Don't be an uncut jam. Be a cut jam. Come on. Star Wars: The Force Awakens. So, Receipters, I've already said that The Force Awakens I actually really liked, but it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about you. So, I wasn't disappointed by it. I really enjoyed it. I was looking forward to it. I enjoyed it, and then the sequels ruined the original. But it could be said that the original. But I don't subscribe to the theory that the first one ruined the rest. The first one set out the rest perfectly. The second one should have been slam dunk. Like she gave the lightsaber to Luke. The next thing should have been Luke comes off the island and he kicks the asses of every other mother effing villain in every film. His Jedi levels should be so just next level. I was waiting for him to just be the most incredible Jedi we've ever seen. It was such a slam dunk. And then Rian decided to do the opposite. Rian decided that Jedis are dying. What are you talking about? Idiot. Paul, I only asked. Paul, I'm just kidding. I'm not having a go at you. What are they making that face at us? Oh, no, Grail. Come on. They're not making that face at you. She's being playful. Sorry, they're being playful with me. It's not for you. Thank you very much. It's for me. Try and take my credit. How dare you? I expected something else. I didn't know what to expect with The Force Awakens, and I kind of enjoyed it. Lynch's Wild at Heart looks silly. Wild at Heart's kind of fun, but it's not very good. Wild at Heart is one of Lynch's best. Oh dear, I've just made a bit of a fool of myself. Alan Alhan, good to meet you. The more I think about it, Damien Chazelle's Babylon, the less I like it. The more I think about Damien Chazelle's Babylon, the less I like it. I hated it straight away. If you're new to the channel, I have been saying since day one. I even put a poll on my community page, which I lost because you guys liked Babylon for some reason. The film is a piece of shit. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to rant about it. It's just a piece of shit. Absolute trash. Wiki says she, her, and a they, them. I'm not going to read the rest. Imagine the worst. Yeah, Paul, I was totally joking. Cohen's already been stripped down by me for using the wrong pronoun on a manfla. I'd likely love Babylon. You'd love Babylon, Gagnan. I think it might be your favorite film. I think you should definitely watch it and then let me know your thoughts. The Killer from David Fincher was a big disappointment. Amazing at the beginning, just fell down from there. Yeah, kind of. I know Vitaphone's going to kill both of us. I liked it, but I don't see the point of it. And again, Vitaphone came on the stream and spoke about this and defended it. And I kind of get what Vitaphone was saying. And I liked it. It's a 7 out of 10 for me. It's David Fincher. I expected more. I did expect more. Shadow Prince, average Babylon defender. Yeah. All I'm going to say is wood. Are you referring to a man? You're referring to my queen or king or whatever? Are you referring to Mandla? Because I will not have you talk about a Mandla in such a hateful manner. Which brings me on to my next film, The Last Jedi. Actually, no, let's go back up. Let's go to WW84. Does anyone know what that is? WW84. Does anyone know what that is? Any takers? Oh, Marcus, remember my stream idea where I thought you should cover the best years in film? I do. I might do that on Tuesday, maybe. Might not be here on Tuesday. But if I do that, then we'll do it on Tuesday. Because I think it's quite a substantial subject. And should probably start that from the beginning and not have a Mandla here watching us as they are right now. There you go, Brutal Bad Boy. Wonder Woman. Yes, Wonder Woman 84. Fucking awful. I spoke about it in the last stream. I'm not going to go on about it, but my God. Jay, are you trolling us right now? Talk to me. Yikes, it was bad. Wasted. It did. She has got potential. Well, I don't know if she has got potential. You know, I'm really surprised that Kristen Wiig wasn't in Barry, the TV show. I'm really surprised because those two are really close. They're like chalk and cheese. So I'm really surprised she wasn't in the TV show because she would have been pretty good in it. The Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes was so disappointing. I've not seen it myself, so I can't speak on it, but I've heard it's okay. So I don't know. But it's okay. I like The Killer a lot, to be honest. Do that. Vitaphone, is that in relation to the best years of film? We kind of did decades, but we didn't do best films. Alan, when I watched The Last Jedi in the theater, a man ripped a wet fart during the silence. Oh dear, that's probably better than the film. Ridley Scott's Napoleon was disappointing, but Scott's last 3 or 4... Amanda Fees, his last 20 films have been disappointing. Okay, I'm being a bit hyperbolic there. They're not the last 20 films, but I would say these last 20 films have been 2 good films. One is The Martian, which is his best film. And then, yeah, The Speculation. Now you're back. Good to have you back. Keep 4, cut 5 movie snacks, and your choices are Nando's. Keep 4 cut movie snacks, and your choices are Nando's hot dog, Sour Patch Kids, Skittles, Lay's chips, popcorn, M&M's, and chicken, French fries. Speculation. What are you talking? I think what you say. Are you saying that you have to pick 4? What are you saying? I'd love to join in and answer the question. Kingdom of the Planet Apes was good. I didn't expect it to be better than the Caesar trilogy. Of course not. George Clooney was in Attack of Killer Tomatoes. He was a young George Clooney with a mullet. He was indeed. I'm disappointed with the Star Wars sequels because they left Finn's storyline untapped. That's the least of their worries, isn't it? That's the least of their worries. I kind of like the Star Wars holiday special. So, Prince, you're not part. You are part of the folks. Get it early. I think it's destined to be praised. Okay, you guys have a little thing there. Right, so what's next on my list? We have gone through all of my list apart from, I think, The Last Jedi, but we've kind of spoken about that. I don't want to talk about The Last Jedi anymore, do I? Not really. Have you guys got any more suggestions of films that you think are disappointing? Because if not, we can move on to a new subject. And maybe we can talk about the years of films now. I'll let you guys vote. I'm going to put a little vote in the stream. Whilst I'm putting a vote in the stream, maybe you guys can be entertained by Amandla, whilst they dance for you, which I know you're looking forward to. So, maybe I've deleted it. So we won't be doing that. But yeah, I'm going to put a poll in the stream right now. No, I've still got it here. There we go. There we go. There you go. You dance for us, girl. There you go. So, sorry, dance for us, them. Right. Little poll. Do you guys want to have a little chat about the best years in film? I think that's what it's about, isn't it? The best years in film. Is it about the best years in film? Someone help me out here. Someone help me out. What's the specific subject matter that you'd like to talk about? Here we go, Pascal. Marcus, remember my stream idea where I thought you should cover the best years in film? Ooh, okay. I haven't done any research for that, but let's do it. Should we do it? Shall we do it? Let's do it. Let's do this. Do you guys want to talk about the best years in film? Let me know. No more Star Wars or Mandalorian. 1998. I walked at the Yoda scene. Vita, it was blasphemy. We dissect a year at a time. Fucking hell. Vita fan, how much time do you think I have? I haven't got all evening. What are we? 7:35, 7:55. Jesus Christ. Sorry, if anyone's religious, I apologize. Blimey, cool, blimey, mate. I can't do every year in film. Don't think this is the right stream for every year in film. Honestly, I don't even know every year in film. So it'd be absolutely impossible. Looper kind of disappointed me when it first came out. Speaking of Rian Johnson, I actually liked Looper. 1999, 2018, 1983, ongoing series. It could be, but then I think people who didn't turn into the first streams would lose track of where we are. Men ruled during the best year. Well, Jesus Christ. I have to be going. I'm seeing The Bike Riders. Goodbye. Goodbye, Recitas. I saw it yesterday. It's a good film. You will enjoy yourself. It's 11:55 in LA. Yeah. Not over here, though. Right. Okay. All right, cool. Let's do this. Let's do a year in film. Let's do it. Let's do a little year in film. We're going to get rid of a manfla and their dancing. And we will stop sharing the manfla. There we go. Right. So let's delve into it a little bit. So I think the best year in film is definitely 1999. And I think this is absolutely conclusive. And I think the only year in film that would be close to it someone said 2018. Was that you, Jay? 2018. The only year that would be close to it, I think, was 1941 or 1939. I can't remember. But let me get some of the best films up of 1999. I think it's by far the best year for films ever. If I can get a little list going on here. There we go. I'm using IMDb. Right. Oh, wrong person. Let's get rid of that person, shall we? There we go. Right. So, lovely jubbly. Right, the best movies of 1999. So, guys, if you don't know, 1999 is the best year for films ever. That is conclusive. I just said it, so it's a fact. And the reason, it's like one of these unexplained situations, and I put it down to the fact that in the year 1999, or even before that, like the year 1997 or the year 1998, there was this big speculation that all computers in the world on the stroke of midnight, the year 2000, January the 1st, all computers would function because they've only been programmed up until the year 2000. There was speculation. So everyone thought that planes were going to come out of the sky, computers were going to blow up and stuff like that. The world was going to be in chaos. And this wasn't like a little rumor. Everyone thought this. It was news articles, it was on TV, so forth, blah, blah, blah. So what my thinking is that everyone thought that they were going to die. So I think Hollywood just kind of greenlit pretty much. And it sounds like an outrageous explanation, but I think Hollywood in the year 1999 or 1998, because they knew 1999 was coming up, greenlit a bunch of projects they normally wouldn't greenlight. And we had the greatest year for film ever. So let me get some of these films up. Let me change the view. There we go. You zoom in on this. And let's have a little look, a little glance. So Fight Club, incredible. That film would never be greenlit now, or it would be greenlit. It'd be on Netflix. You know, when you scroll down on your Netflix and you go right to the bottom, that's where Fight Club would be, directed by some hack director. But it was a mainstream film released in cinemas with Brad Pitt and Edward Norton coming off American History X. It was just unfathomable that this film was even made. It's insane. The Matrix, another film, which kind of goes into what I was just talking about computers. American Beauty, another incredible film. The Green Mile, not my favorite film, but 8.6 and 1.4 million, 1.4 million votes. That's pretty amazing. Eyes Wide Shut, Stanley Kubrick's last film. Toy Story 2, which is a fantastic sequel to Toy Story 1. It's my favorite of the Toy Story films. Sixth Sense, The Sixth Sense, another incredible film. Election, which should be way higher than 7.3, but, you know, not many people voted for that one. Incredible film as well. Being John Malkovich, The Talented Mr. Ripley, Man on the Moon, which is an underrated film starring Jim Carrey, Magnolia, Office Space, which I didn't like upon first viewing, so I should probably watch it again. Girl Interrupted by James Mangold, who directed everyone's favorite Wolverine film, I think. But good film. Winona Ryder won Angelina Jolie an Oscar. Arlington Road. I've never seen this film. Three Kings. We were talking about Three Kings before. That's a film. It's definitely a film. The Boondock Saints, which is a piece of shit. South Park, Big, Louder, Uncut was one of the funniest films ever made in the history of films. Amazing film. The Suicide Virgins, Sofia Coppola, we spoke about her before. Kirsten Dunst, Josh Hartnett. The Insider, which I rave about all the time. I love this film. Incredible film by Michael Mann. If you love Michael Mann, watch that film. The Iron Giant, which is one of the best animations ever. I've never seen it before, but I've heard it's one of the best animations ever. Brad Bird, who is a legendary director of The Incredibles and Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, I want to say. Could be wrong. I think it might be the one before that. Cruel Intentions, which is I think it's a spin on a classic novel, and it stars the Gen X superstars: Sarah Michelle Gellar, Ryan Philippe, Reese Witherspoon. Not a very good film, in my opinion. American Pie, legendary film. Look at these films, guys. Look at these films. Blair Witch Project, October Sky, never seen that. Any Given Sunday, fantastic film. Should be way higher than 6.9. Amazing film. I gave it a 7. There you go. I wonder what other films I give marks to here. Let me have a look. None. I've seen most of these films. I should probably give them marks. Galaxy Quest, tremendous film. Tarzan, whatever. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, only 6.7? Nah, none of that. Let me give it a 10. Joking. Great film. Deep Blue Sea is a terrible film with one great moment, which I won't spoil for anyone. Big Daddy is okay. 10 things. The point is, this was a fantastic year for film. Fantastic year for film. Should I keep going? Because I'm nearly finished. 10 Things I Hate About You, a remake of a Shakespeare book, play, whatever, I think. Notting Hill, good rom-com by Roger Mitchell. Phantom Menace is a dog turd. The Mummy, which you guys said this film was bad. On the last stream, a collection of people got together on the stream and said this film was bad. It's effing amazing. Look at the Metascore, 48. What? Fuck off. There you go. Get an 8 from me. Incredible film. She's All That, whatever. Well, fucking hell. It's getting a bit bleak now, isn't it? Mystery Men is a fun film. Stuart Little, not good. Bicentennial Man is a film that I've probably seen a million times because it used to play on the video store that I was watching in the background over and over and over and over again. But I've never actually seen it properly. Analyze This is an underrated film, guys. If you've seen things like Sopranos, it's like a take on that, even though it came out before Sopranos, or it came out about the same time as Sopranos. Amazing. Bowfinger, funny film. Eddie Murphy was going through a slump. This was his comeback. And both of these people were going through a slump. Steve Martin and Eddie Murphy were going through a slump, and they turned it around with this film. Got Heather Graham as well from Boogie Nights and The Spy Who Shagged Me. Astronaut's Wife is a rancid film by Rand Rasovich. Superstar, not good. And Minus Man. So, amazing year. What a year. Yes. Bowfinger, hilarious. You said it perfectly. What are you guys saying? Bats, 1999. What is Bats? What Bats? Bats, 1999. Let me have a little look. Lou Diamond Phillip. It's got 4 out of 10 on IMDb. Is it a fantastic film? Is it? I saw Big Daddy. I regret. Wait till Marcus sees the chat. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Wild Wild West masterpiece. Yeah, it's not. Next, 2001. Next, there's a next with Nicolas Cage, which is definitely not that. I think it's 2004. So yeah, 1999 for me is the greatest ever year for film. Now I think it was 1941 that was the other best year for films. Best films of 1941. Right, let's do this, shall we? Let's do this. Right, Citizen Khan. Citizen Khan is first on the list, which is an absolutely incredible film. I'm gonna struggle with this list because I've not seen many of these films, but maybe you guys can help me out here. Citizen Kane, incredible film. Metascore is 100, 8 over there by me, 8.3. Incredible film. Only 468 votes. Crazy. Little Foxes, never seen it, but it's William Wilder, who's one of the best directors ever. Sullivan's Travels, I have seen that. That is a really, really good film. Has anyone seen Sullivan's Travels? Put a little one in the chat if you've seen Sullivan's Travels. Another incredible film from this year. Hells Are Poppin'. Hells Are Poppin'. I don't know what that is. Here Comes Mr. Jordan. Never heard of it. The Lady, never heard of it. The Maltese Falcon, have heard of it. It's meant to be one of the great films of all time. Love Crazy, never heard of it. The Seawolf, never heard of it. Meet John Doe, never heard of it. Woman's Face. Have I heard of any of these films afterwards? The Wolfman, that looks amazing. Hold the Ghost. I don't know many of these films. Okay, all right. This is good. Wonderful, wonderful list of films. So Jay said 2018. So I'm going to check out 2018 now. Best films of 2018. So Jay, what films do you have? Name me some films. Before I do this, actually, Jay, tell me some films from 2018. So that, because if you're going to put Bats, another film like Bats, and I've just Googled 2018, then yeah, I'm still at 1994. 1990 is in second place. Really? Okay. Of 1994. Okay, all right, let's do this. Let's do this. I don't agree, but you know what? I'm happy to do this. Let's do this. 1994, we have got Forrest Gump, which is a great film. I gave it an 8. The Shawshank Redemption, 9.3. Great film. I gave it an 8. Pulp Fiction, amazing film. I gave it a 9. Lion King, I've not seen, so I've not rated it. To Live, never heard of it, but wonderful director right there. Leon, I gave it an 8. Fantastic film. This is a good list. Clerks, yeah, it's all right. Give it a 6. Four Weddings and a Funeral. It's a good film. It's a good comedy. Give it a 6. I should probably do this after the stream. This is a good list so far. Interview with a Vampire, wonderful film. I gave it a 7. Dumb and Dumber, one of the funniest comedies ever. I give that a 7. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Again, genius. The Mask. Look at this. 1 year. Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura, The Mask. In 1 year. Jim Carrey absolutely smashed it in that year. What a year. Natural Born Killers. I've heard bad things. I've seen it a couple of times, but I've not seen it properly. Shallow Grave is a wonderful film, guys. If you love Danny Boyle, who directed Trainspotting, then you should probably watch that film. The Hudsucker Proxy is an underrated Coen Brothers film. I love it. It's fun. There's a segment directed by Sam Raimi, and it's a fun segment as well. Ed Wood, I've told you guys before, if you love Tim Burton, then you should definitely watch this. This is his best. This is by far his best film for me. And then Beetlejuice. This film and then Beetlejuice. The Page Master, never heard of it. Quiz Show is an underrated film. Ralph Fiennes, directed by Robert Redford. Got John Turturro in it. John Turturro is a wonderful actor. I gave it a 7. Speed, 7 I gave it. Another great film. The River Wild, Miracle on 34th Street. 3 Colors, white. If 3 Colors, red or blue was here, then it would be even better, but it's not. The Crow, never seen it, heard good things. Chungking Express is a wonderful film. Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. Wow. Little Giants, The Santa Claus, The War of Buttons, Black Beauty, Heavenly Creatures, Once Were Warriors, which is a good film, by the way. If you love Tamira Morrison, who is Boba Fett, then you will love that film. Ang Lee, Eat, Drink, Man, Woman. So it's getting a bit bad now. Richie Rich. It's getting a bit bad now, but that's very strong. Any other years, guys? Hit me with some other years. Jay, did you come back and tell me which year, what films were out in 2018? Speculation. A long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile, and I knew if I had my chance, that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love that. Bro, Dina Meyer, another redhead bombshell. Cohen, I've moved on from redhead bombshells. I now am in love with Amandla. Steinberg. Thank you very much. You scroll too fast. Oh, sorry. I just got bored. American Pie. That was 1999. What Dreams May Come was 1998. Anyone else got any other years for me? 2007. Sagnick. Hello, Sagnick. How you doing? 2007. But okay, so if you do give me a year, I need some films from that year. So tell me a year and some films. Otherwise, I'll be Googling every single year under the sun. So if you've got a year, tell me the film as well. 84. So Ben, tell me a couple of films from that year. This is what Claude Sonnet says in the top 10 years via critics. Okay, hit me up, Vitaphone. I'm lost. What year are we on? So we did 1999 and we've done 1941. And 1941 wasn't as fruitful as I thought it was. It had some really good films though. 1994 was fantastic. So I absolutely forgot who who was it? Was it you, Ben? No, it was someone else who said 1994, and it was good. It was very good. It definitely competes with 1999, but 1999 just edges it for me. There's more films. Speculation: The Batman, The Dark Knight. Just The Dark Knight then. Absolutely, Forrest Gump is not number one in this year of great films. Let me go back up. Forrest Gump, Shawshank Redemption. It's not. No, it's not. It's Schindler's List. Was that the year before? Pulp Fiction, Lion King. Guys, I don't think there's some really good films here, but 1999 is better. I wish I can get both up on the screen at the same time, but I can't. 1999 is better. Like, it starts off really well. Like, these first four films, and Leon as well, are powerhouses, and then the rest are kind of just okay. It's a lot of comedy, just okay. So 1999 is better for me. 2007, I've abandoned my child. I've abandoned my child. What else is there in 2008, 7? Anything else apart from that one film? Let me know. Vitaphone was cooking up a list, I could tell, but he's disappeared. And then I'm still waiting for Jay to tell me some other great films from 2018. Hit me up, Jay, with them names. Transformers, 2017 or 2008? Okay, so here we go. 1939. That could have been the year, not 1941, 1939. So let's do that right now, shall we? Best films of 1939. Right. What do we have here? Guys, if you have not hit the like button yet, please do hit the like button. I would muchly appreciate that. I honestly would. I've got a video out right now which is discussing the difference between the show and don't tell, between Up, Paddington 2, and the film The Menu and Elvis. I logically apply the process to those films, and I discuss which ones do it well, which ones don't do it so well. So if you could watch that and share it and tell your friends and tell your dog and your family, that'd be amazing. Right, this is 1939. Mr. Smith goes to Washington, which I've heard of, not seen it. The Woman, I've heard of, not seen it. Is there any good films there? Wuthering Heights by William Wilder again. Nope. I know I'm scrolling through it fast, guys, but here we go. Gone with the Wind. I also believe this year Wizard of Oz came out as well, and Citizen Kane, maybe. I'm not having it. Sorry, not having it. This is not a good year. So moving on. Anyone else got any more years? 37 likes already. Guys, give me that 40. Give me the 40. That'd be the highest ever. 2018 had Dark Knight, but a ton of smaller films that I adored from the years. Just so much of fun at the cinema. Okay, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. Best films of 2018. Right. 50 best films of 2018. We have got, first on the list, The Guilty. I've seen that film. It's a good film. Mission Impossible Fallout by Christopher McQuarrie. good film. Searching, good film. A Star is Born, good film. Spider-Verse, good film. Burning is the best film on this list so far, even though it's only got 7.5. I only gave it a 6. Beautiful Boy, I've not seen it, but I know it's got Timothée Chalamet, even though it's not listed here in the credits. It's got Timothée Chalamet. The Miseducation of Cameron Post, not heard of that. Blind Spotting is a good film, good fun film. What Keeps You Alive, I'm not having it with this year. The Favorite was a good film. Vice was okay. Quiet Place was good. Not really. Black Klansman is good. I mean, this just ruins the year, really, doesn't it? Sicario 2. That just takes it down but a peg or two. Tully, I've heard good things. The Apostle is not good. And this is one of the reasons why I say Gareth Evans isn't a good screenwriter. And thusly, The Raid is his best film. Raid 2 is him trying to... I gave it a 5. Raid 2 is him trying to write a good script, and it just sucks. A Prayer Before Dawn is a good film. If you guys have not seen that film, Joe Cole, good film, good film. Overlord, heard of that actually, but I didn't watch it. Widows is definitely better than 6.8. It's a Steve McQueen film, good film. Deadpool 2, fun film. I'm not having it. Infinity War, come on, there you go. Infinity War. The Green Book. Yeah, this is not good. I mean, it's an okay year. It's an okay year. It's not a bad year. Any other takers? Any other takers? JPLM, but 2000 did not have many films due to the writer's strike. You Were Never Really There. Was it 2018, was it? I just realized I saw more 1941 movies than in 2000. That cannot be true. That's amazing. If that's true, that's amazing. Love that. 1984 had Terminator, Karate Kid, This Is Spinal Tap, Amadeus, Red Dawn, 2010, Firestarter, Just a Few. Okay, Ben, let's do it, shall we? Best films of 1984. Vitaphone, I am going to go through your list again. Don't worry, we'll do 1974 in a second. I'm still liking anyone. Does anyone disagree so far that 1999 is the best year? 1994 came close, but I just think there was like 6 films, maybe 5 films that were really top notch, and the rest were just mid. Right. Once Upon a Time in America, I gave a 7. It's a great film. Terminator, I gave a 7. It's a good film. No, it's a great film. Amadeus is a fantastic film. Gave it a 7. Paris, Texas, which I've been slating all evening, I give it a 5. Never Ending Story, Nightmare on Elm Street. It's going down a bit here, isn't it? Beverly Hills Cop, Broadway, Danny Rose. Not seen that. I should probably watch that. Threads, don't know what that is. Fallen in Love. It's not very good, this list, is it? Blood Simple is a wonderful Coen Brothers film, 7. Ghostbusters is a good film. Starman, it's 16 Candles. Killing Fields is a good film. I gave it a 7. Gremlins is a classic film, but not great. Spinal Tap is a strong 7 for me. Karate Kid, I've not seen. I can't really give it a mark. I've not seen it in so many years. Tightrope, not seen it. Police Academy, classic comedy. It's not a great year, is it? It's not like an amazing year. Romancing the Stone, good film. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's not doing it for me this year. It's not doing it for me. Anyone else? Any other takers? So far, 1994, 1999 are leagues ahead. Leagues ahead. So, well, you guys have just jumped ahead. I'm kind of... Oh, thank you, Cohen. Thank you very much. Yes, guys, thank you so much for helping me get to 14K. We're on the road to 15K. We're very close to 15K. And if I keep on getting some baby reindeer hair, then I might get to 20K. Who knows? But thank you so much. 1991, 1981. Those films are okay, but they're not like, wow. They're not wow. Do you know what I mean? Repo Men blasting through the 80s because you... I do hate the 80s, yeah. Especially the music. Why haven't you ever watched Lion King 1994 animated, which is on Disney Plus? So we'll give So we will give you $100 if you watch it. Will you give me $100 if I watch it? Will you? I'm leaving it on screen. Guys, will you give me $100 if I watch The Lion King? Collectively, will you give me $100 if I watch The Lion King? Because then I'll watch it. I'll watch it right now whilst I'm doing the stream. Let me know, guys. I'm keen to have $100 for doing nothing. That'd be amazing. 1984, more of an entertaining year than good. Yeah, I agree with that. All right. You are at 14.4K, 1,000 over your last stream. Wow. Thank you for that, Vito. 2017, Delge Unlimited, which we said before was not great. Zodiac, No Country for Old Men, 310 to Yuma, American Gangster, Gone Baby Gone. All very good films, apart from Delge Unlimited. All very good films. Just not great films. Not like top tier. 1994 had some just incredible films. 1999 had just banger after banger after banger. Footloose is a top 10. Assassination of Jesse James. Yeah, that's a great film. That's probably the best one you said so far. Marcus should see Threads and be in there. Be in there's on my watch list on Amazon. Hello, Hobber Fury. Hello. 2003 was a pretty good year. Same with 1993. Right, so what I'm going to do, I've got Vitaphone's list here, which says that 1974 was a good year. I'm going to look at that. And then I'll try and remember that 1983 was a good year. I'll try and remember that. If you can't chat, please remind me. I'm doing, as you can see, I'm doing like 1,000 things at once here. Okay, so not literally 1,000 things at once, just maybe 4 things at once. But they say men can't multitask, so maybe that's what the problem is. Maybe if Amanda was here helping me. Oh, Amanda, I miss you. I'm bored of seeing these films over here and things on the screen. It's boring. I need her back. I need them back. Okay, 1974. The Godfather Part 2. Amazing. Chinatown. Amazing. Blazing Saddles. Good. Have I not? 9. Look at that. 9. I've only so far, guys, if you've been keeping count, there's been 2 films that I've given a 9. Pulp Fiction and Godfather Part 2. Chinatown I gave a 7. And that means I probably just finished watching it and I gave it a 7 afterwards. So there you go. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've not seen it. Fear Eats the Soul. That looks like a good film. It's a German director, Rainer Werner Fassbinder. It's a German director who died. I think he died at 28 or 31 or something. But he made a bunch of films before he died. The Conversation, amazing film. In the same year, Francis Ford Coppola had The Godfather Part 2, and he went, fuck it, I'll just release this film as well. This film here is better than most people's best. Most directors would pray they could make a film like that. Some of these directors that I see people praising nowadays, like Damien Chazelle, would pray to make a film like this. He would pray to all the gods to make a film as good as that. He's never made a film as good as that. And he releases like a B. You know how sometimes a rapper will just release a song? I'll just have this song. I'll release it streaming. There you go. It's a song. And it's a banger. This is what Francis Ford Coppola did. He made The Godfather and A Conversation and released them in the same flipping year. That's insane. A Woman Under the Influence. I've heard good things about that. Young Frankenstein. Not Frankenstein. Frankenstein. Amazing film. If you've not seen this, the same year. Yeah, Mel Brooks. 2 films in 1 year. Wow. Some comedy directors don't even release 1 good film. He released 2 amazing films in 1 year. Frankenstein. L'Homme comme Lucien by Louis Malle, a famous director. Scent of a Woman, not the famous one. A young private is assigned to accompany a blind captain. What's this? What the fuck? This is the original. I didn't know there was an original Scent of a Woman. Wow. Did you guys know there was an original Scent of a Woman? Did you guys know that? What is this? I've not looked at the chat. And then you guys are actually going to chip in and 100, so I watched The Lion King. Oh, for fuck's sake. I didn't think you were actually going to vote for that. Oh, fucking hell. I have to watch a Disney movie. Wow. Oh, someone else has chipped in as well. Oh no, that's just so far it's just Vitaphone. Did you guys know there was? You did? Oh, I didn't know that. Hoo-ha! Hoo-ha! Don't do that. Please don't do that. Seen that film so many times. Italian movie in the list. Wow. Wow, didn't know that. My mind is like, I can't even get past that. And then I turned to the chat, and there's Vitaphone trying to get me to watch The Lion King. Wow. These 3 minutes have just been, have changed my life. I'm just...
Wrote Uncut Gems.
Right.
I had an Uncut Gems moment. Uncut Gems. Thunderbolt and Lightning, Clint Eastwood, by Michael Cimino. Lenny, which is a good film, directed by Dustin Hoffman. Bob Fosse directed it. Sorry, stars Dustin Hoffman. Bob Fosse directed it. The Deluge. Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. Martin Scorsese, certified hood classic. Amazing film. The Parallax View. Not seen that one, but I've heard of it. Penne e Cioccolata. I probably said that wrong, Amafrez. I do apologize. The Apprentice of Duddy Kravitz. Swept Away. I know there was an original Swept Away. This is the original of... This is another Italian film, by the way. So I think the Italians were having a good time in the 70s because they're making loads of films. Let me get another one. It's an Italian film as well? Yes, it is. I think so. Maybe not. Maybe it's a... Where is this film from? La Trega. The Four Musketeers. Black Christmas, which is a original. I think it was a remake recently. Terror and Inferno, which is one of the first ever blockbuster movies made with the purpose of being a blockbuster movie. The Mean Machine, I know there's remakes of that. It's an okay year. It's nothing special for me. It's just an okay year. We also have 1959, 1994. So for me, so far, guys, I think 1994, 1999 are the best years for films. Does anyone disagree with that? Anyone want to put their head above the parapet and say some other years? Or are we going to conclude this and put a little poll in the chat? Or should we do a third year as well? By the way, Vitaphone, I know I made fun of you giving me a £10, or $10, whatever it was, for me to watch The Lion King. I do appreciate you giving me the super chat. Do appreciate that. Right, 1982, King of Comedy, Martin Scorsese, great film. Blade Runner, gave it a 7. Great film, though. Sophie's Choice, I gave it a 6. Okay, film. I'm not going to bother saying this. I can't say it. But got 8.2, whatever it is. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Tootsie's a great film. Tootsie is a great film. Missing, not seen it, but it's got Jack Lemmon in it and Sissy Spacek. Gandhi is a good film. Very good film. Fitzcarraldo. The Thing. Everyone loves The Thing. Not a big fan of The Verdict, though. 48 Hours. Amazing film. Love that film. Very racist film. E.T. the Extraterrestrial is a classic film. The Diner is... It's not great. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with 1991. No, 1994 and 1999. Anyone else has got any suggestions, let me know. Do you think the corporation should stop having... I'm going to star that. I'm going to look at it, and then I'm going to read it if it's appropriate. Didn't look appropriate, though. What we got here? I hate the thing. Don't say it to Vitaphone. Vitaphone will kill you. Gagnan? Goodness, Gagna. Goodness. So yeah, guys, what do you think? 1994 versus 1999. I think I'm going to put that into the poll. Any other years you want to put in there before I put a poll in the chat? And then we can just riff, and I'm going to go back to Brutal Bad Boys question, and then we will conclude. If you guys are happy with that. If you're not, I should probably get rid of this screen that I'm showing, shouldn't I? There you go. Gone. And I'll put myself right back in the main screen. Let me just adjust myself over here. Right, guys, I'm going to put a poll in the chat now. I'm going to be as simple as 1999, 1994, best year for film. And then we will have a little chat about Brutal Bad Boys suggestion. There we go. Lovely. Right. And then Brutal Bad Boys said, what bad movie do you actually like? Guilty pleasure, I suppose, is the term. So, guys, I can't do a whole stream on guilty pleasures. So we might as well just do it now for like 10 minutes or so. And then see what happens. See what happens. Any guilty pleasures, guys? I said already that Clive Owen, between what film would it have been? It would have been like Children of Men. No, it would have been Closer. Amazing film, Closer. Between Closer and like maybe 2009 was my guilty pleasure. Not him personally, just the films he was in. So anyone else got any guilty pleasures? 1994 had The Chasers. What is that? The Hard Way. Yeah, same here, Jay. Same here. But The Hard Way is a good film. In Bruges, that's a great film. So yeah, your guilty pleasure should be a bad film. Should definitely be a bad film. Vita film, what is this? This looks good. I'm going to star that and then we'll come back to it. Last Action Hero. Yes, Jade, now you're talking. The Last Action Hero. My God, that film is so good, but also so bad. I actually really like it. I think the premise is wonderful. And I think the execution is also wonderful. I think the action sequences are some of the best action sequences I've seen in my life. I actually don't know what's wrong with the film. Like, can anyone tell me what's wrong with the film The Last Action Hero? It's got comedy, action. It's got Arnie taking the piss out of himself. What's wrong with the film? I actually really like the film. I don't get what people have an issue with that film. Erica Eleniak is the peak achievement of plastic surgery. Who is that? Is she from Baywatch or something? Tron was super cool at the time. Man, those lights were cool. Yeah, that's not a great choice. White Noise. Tropic Thunder. I mean, when I say it's not a great choice, it is a good choice for you, but it's a shit film. Tropic Thunder is a good film. I wouldn't say it's a guilty pleasure. It's a good film. Old exploitation, black and white movies are guilty pleasures. Love that. Love that. Con Air. Oh my God, that film's dreadful. Moona, great choice. Great choice. Last Action Hero is a masterclass in spoof. I just love that film so much. American Made with Tom Cruise is a guilty pleasure. I've watched it twice. It is a good film. I've only watched it once. I think it was good. Queen of Damned is pretty objectively bad, but I enjoy it partially from the soundtrack. It's got Aaliyah in it. Her last screen performance. She was on the up. She done that film with Jet Li, Romeo Must Die. It was one of the first films where they used this effect where whenever Jet Li or any character would have like a limb broken, they'd do an X-ray of it. And when I was young, I was like, that's fucking cool. I've not seen that effect in years. I'm sure it looks shit. I'm sure it looks really bad. Plan 9 from Outer Space, which is a film by the director Edward. Last Action Hero also had Shakespeare monologue. It did indeed. It was Arnie. It was Arnie doing an impression of Shakespeare. Mine is Life Force, probably because it had Matilda May walking about in the buff for most of it. Well, Bootle Bad Boy, that is very naughty, and I don't approve of that kind of behavior. I think everyone should be committed in their relationships to whomever they love, and it shouldn't be a case of you just flaunt around watching naked people. That's not how we're meant to live. We're meant to be collectively all working as one to create a better environment for the universe. I just think, whoa, where did they come from? Jeez, didn't expect that to happen. So yeah, that's what I think. So very naughty. Remy, Kenny, Baywatch, and that Seagal movie on a battleship. What is that? I wanted Jack Slater the movie. Wanted Jack Slater the movie having a totally over the top action movie with Arnold. Well, yeah, it's too late now, isn't it? He's so old now. I missed it. What's the question? The question is, Ray, what is your guilty pleasure movie? Mars Attacks? Yeah. Why can't we all just get along? Lovely film. Life Force. Yeah, you're right. It's not a bad. It's not, is it? It's not. Speculation now. CBR posted an article about Hayden Christensen possibly playing Batman. So, what's your thoughts about it? First of all, who is CBR? And and your questions are just epic. I love your questions. I'm going to answer it. Please cast Hayden Christensen as Batman. I would love that. Mars Attacks. To be or not to be? No Escape. With Ray Liotta. I cannot find that film anywhere. So I've not seen it. Judgment Night. God, you guys are so far ahead of me. Under Siege 1 and 2. Wow. You guys are so far ahead of me. Oh my God. I'll be back. Ha! Bet you didn't know I was going to say that, did you? Yeah, I did. You say that all the time. It's your catchphrase. Comic book resource. Any alien movie or Brat Pack movie is a guilty. Do you mean like Sammy Davis Jr., Frank Sinatra, not Tony Curtis, the other one, Dean Martin? There's one more, I think. Is that the... Oh, no. That was it? Do you mean the Frat Pack or do you mean the Brat Pack? The Frat Pack are like the 80s kids. The Brat Pack are... I'm lost. I'm lost. Comic book resource. Twister, not seen it myself, but the sequel remake's coming out with Glenn Powell. Starship Troopers. I like it. It's an okay film. Snakes on a Plane. Never seen that. Street Trash. You calling Amandla? Are you calling Amandla street trash? What about Bob? Never seen it. It's got Bill Murray and Richard Dreyfuss. Is that correct? The Man Who Knew Too Little, another Bill Murray film. Not seen that either. Starship Troopers is a masterclass in satire. It is, but RoboCop's a better satire film. Hayden would be horrible. The guy from Reacher would be good. I think Glenn Powell will be good as well. Glenn Powell's a bit too smooth, I think. The guy from Reacher would be better. The 90s Van Damme films, Snakes on the Plane. What's this poll saying, by the way? 1999 for the win. Brat Pack. Are you sure? Oh, of course you're sure. I'm wrong. Brat Pack. Okay, all right, cool. So just to clarify, not Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr. and Dean Martin then. Deary me. Barbie. Segment, you've said that before as well. Are you being serious? CBR is kind of the ear to Ain't It Cool News with Harry Knowles, wasn't it? Harry Knowles was Ain't It Cool News. I think he passed away. Crazy mentioned Bad Boy Video Nasty, isn't it? Rat Race is another one with Oscar-winning Cuba Gooding Jr., I believe. The Rocketeer. I watched that film about 5 years ago. Didn't like it. Road Trip 2. God, you guys have so many films here. The Rat Pack. That's the one. Thank you, Kenny. The Rat Pack. Peter Lawford, and Joey Bishop. Never heard of those two. Wonder Woman 1984. Mad World. Heard of that. It's the 80s film, isn't it? 70s martial arts. Sexploitation. Okay. Naughty. Do you mean 70s martial arts films, then also exploitation films? Are you talking about two different things? Who is Minding the Mind? I love it. Yeah, it's not a melt movie about a load of homeless guys who live in a junkyard. Lovely. You guys are undefeated. 40 likes. I want one more. I want more than one more. I want 3 more, because I think we got 40 last time. I want 3 more. I want 3 more likes so we can have the most likes ever in the history of likes. Small Soldiers, animation from the 90s. So yeah, the best year for film, guys. 17 votes. If you haven't voted yet, jump in, vote. You can vote for the best year for movies, which would be all films. The best for year is what I called it. The best for year, 1999, 1994. Jump in, vote. Do you think 1999 was better than 1994? Who cares? Beef, the rap series. Answer to this riddle when my mouth is open. I'm not going to read that because I think it might be a little bit rude. So, speculationer, you came up with a question before, which I'm going to read now before I post it, and then I'll answer it. And then I think we're coming towards the end of the stream. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, you've not been as good as Amandla, but you've been wonderful. Vitaphone, thank you for the super chat. And also Spiritual, thank you for the super chat as well. And the speculationer says, I'm going to answer your question, speculationer. I am going to answer it. But I'm not going to answer it the way you want me to. Let's change that term, shall we? So what you're essentially saying is, do I think that corporations should stop trying to appease the minority of people with vocal voices, whatever they may be? Do I think they should? I don't care because it's not my company. So if they want to keep on doing what they're doing, then go for it. Honestly, go for it. And I don't care. It's not my money. So they can keep on doing what they're doing. I'm loving it. I'm actually enjoying it. At first, I was frustrated because they were making content that was not good. Like the content's not good. It's not because they're appealing to certain people. That's fine. You can appeal to certain people, but make the content good. The content good. I haven't got an issue if you're like The Acolyte, for example. I've not seen any episodes. I do love me some Amandla, but I haven't got an issue if it's leaning towards a certain group or it's got the cast or of a certain ethnicity or certain gender. Haven't got an issue with that whatsoever. That's not the problem. The problem is the writing is absolutely awful. Apparently, I've not seen it. It looks terrible. I've seen some clips. It looks absolutely awful. That's the issue. The issue isn't with the people in the show. It isn't with them pandering to those people either. That's not the issue, because they could have the same cast, the same lead actors, the same storyline even, although the storyline from what I've heard is not good. But if the writing was better, if the acting was better, if the direction was better, if they used professionals, then they would have a better show and it would be good and I'd watch it. So that's not the problem. And to answer the question overall, I don't care, because it's not my money. And if they want to keep wasting money, I'll let them keep wasting money. Who cares? And then your other question, I lost it, so I can't answer that one. But thank you very much, as always, speculationer. It was a riddle that I dare not read. Studios should stop trying to appeal to everybody. Nothing to do with, yeah. I know. So the thing is, they should appeal to everyone. They definitely should appeal to everyone, but they're not. They're appealing to, I don't know who they're appealing to, honestly. Because again, I haven't got an issue with the politics. I haven't got an issue with it. But make your shit good. Make your shit good. And then it'll be fine. And also, don't put political messages. And I know someone said, many people on a few of my videos have said, there's always been political messages in film since day one. Well, yeah, of course, because we're inherently emotional humans. And if we have an experience, or if we know, or if we feel something, we're going to subconsciously or consciously put it into our work. I haven't got an issue with that whatsoever. Like, for example, On the Waterfront, which is directed by director Eliza Coas, I think. I can't remember the name, but around about that name. He was part of the group of people in Hollywood who were accused of being communists and kind of ousted out of Hollywood. So that film is all about fighting against oppression of that nature. So there's nothing wrong with having your politics in your production, but I feel it should not override the main narrative of your production. That is key. You have to engage your audience. You have to entertain your audience to a degree. Sometimes entertainment isn't just things blowing up. Sometimes entertainment is sometimes entertainment is just like really good dialogue. So yeah, to answer, I think they should appeal to the masses. That's how they're going to make their money, basically. I guess when he said he would give you 100 to watch The Lion King, it was cap. He did not give shit, or they did not give a shit, or she did not give shit. Andrew Lee, you've not been in here for ages. Hello, Marcus. It's been some time. Yeah, seems like the chat is ending. Anyway, the most disappointing movie to me was Babylon. I wasn't disappointed by Babylon because I saw that Damien Chazelle's trajectory of his career was going like that anyway, so it didn't disappoint me. The only thing I was disappointed by was the fact that I paid money to watch it, but I knew that it wasn't going to be great. Political messages used to be subtext. The kids today just use political messages text nowadays. Totally agree with you, Vita. We don't always agree. We love each other, but we don't always agree. I totally agree with that statement, which is it should be subtext. And sometimes it's not subtext. Sometimes it is the main subject, but it should be handled in a non-preachy way. And it should be an allegory for something that we can relate to, as opposed to a character openly coming out. Like in, what was that Captain America series with Winter Soldier? Terrible. Like there's a whole monologue where he's going, "You should do better, Senator," for like 2 minutes, just ranting on the streets. Fuck off with that shit. That's terrible writing. Who actually wrote that and thought, this is it. This is my thing. This is the thing that I'm going to be known for. Yeah, well, now you're known for it, but in the wrong way. It's terrible. Nothing is subtle anymore. Not at all. Because everyone's got a soapbox, haven't they? Everyone's got Instagram or Twitter or whatever they use, TikTok. Everyone's got a soapbox to say their opinion. Everyone listens to their opinion. So that's what's happened. Everyone now thinks that everything shouldn't be subtext and everything should be. This is why when I say in my Baby Reindeer video, when I said that the voiceover shouldn't be descriptive and should allow you as an audience member to come to your own conclusions. Like you shouldn't be going, "I felt awful that night when I went to sleep." Well, I can see you feel awful because you're acting the scene out. I don't need you to say, "I feel awful." I can see it. This is why when I said that's not good writing, people are like, "No, it is good writing. That is good writing. It's the best writing ever. How can you say these things? Don't you understand he's being abused?" What? What's that got to do with the writing? Shut the fuck up. I hope some of those people on the stream as well, because I'm going to tell you right now, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, nothing is subtle anymore. I have to disagree, Marcus. You should care because, like myself, you love film. And if these agendas keep infiltrating our media rather than increase authenticity, the quality will continue to falter. I love that comment, Genius. Love that comment. And like I said to everyone before, I don't want this to be an echo chamber where I say one thing and everyone's like, yeah. I mean, again, if I wanted that, that's probably a better idea because then I probably have more subscribers, more views, so forth. But I don't want that, strangely enough. I prefer this to be a discourse, but an intelligent discourse where we can have open conversations. And I love your comment here. And I do disagree with your comment. Well, sorry, I don't disagree with your comment. I kind of agree with your comment, but I feel like I have apathy for it. It's not my money. I don't care. I've got plenty of films. You just saw a list of films from 1941 that I've not seen. I can go back and watch those films because some of them look like they were banging. I've not seen Scent of a Woman from 1974. I can go and watch that film now. Like, I've got so much media I can go and watch from many years past and present, and I don't need them to make good films. I don't. Which is why the channel is called Cinema is Dying, because I feel it is. And moments like I don't care. I honestly don't care. It's just pure apathy. If you want to be McDonald's and not serve burgers anymore and serve toothpaste to your customers, can I have a Big Mac? No, but I've got toothpaste for you. Here you go. If you want to keep doing that, go for it. Go for it. I don't care. Multi-million-dollar companies, burn to the ground. I do not care. It's not my money. I prefer they burn to the ground and then it can all start again because it's not going to change otherwise. Anyone else got any wonderful? Put a chicken in, make a gay. And lame. So yeah, I think that I think that these studios voiceover is lazy. Adaptation, the voiceover with Nicolas Cage twin brother is excellent. So good. The voiceover and adaptation is brilliant because he's not. The voiceover is his thoughts, but it's not his thoughts like. There's actually one scene where he goes, "I'm feeling hungry." He's like writing. He goes, "I feel hungry. I think I'll have this burger." It's something like that, but it's comical. It's not. It's almost playing with the idea of voiceovers. It's not literally doing a voiceover going. Today I just walked into the pub and she was sitting there, and then I walked into the other side of the thing and I poured her a drink and I gave it to her for free. Yeah, but I can see you're doing that, so I don't need you to tell me you're doing that. I don't need the voiceover at all. Just walk into the pub, go around the counter, pour the drink, give it to her. She can smile, then you know she appreciated it. No dialogue needed, no voiceover needed. And this is why it is not good writing. The difference between apathy and hate. Yeah, I'm definitely apathetic. And this is why I said earlier on in the stream that I think, this again, I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not being angry. I just think like Star Wars and Doctor Who they're old franchises. They're old franchises and they're dead. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's no real franchise that's been going for so long. Someone said James Bond, but it's not a continuous story. There's no real franchises that have been going on for 100 years, for 50 years, for 70 years. Like, this doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. So even like Batman keeps rebooting itself. So maybe Star Wars needs a reboot. That would be the worst thing in the world ever, but maybe it needs a reboot. Maybe we need a new Luke and a new Leia. Like, that's the worst idea I've ever heard in my life, but maybe it does. I don't know. Like, maybe for these kids, maybe it'd be good for them. But for us, it's done. Like, everything has its time, right? And Doctor Who, dead. Star Wars, dead. Star Trek seems to be dead. So we just enjoy what we had in the past and we move on. It's like a relationship. You know, you don't just bemoan the fact that you were in a relationship. You don't go, oh my God, that person's terrible or awful. Yeah, sure, they may have done something terrible, but you had good times with them. That's why you stayed with them. You enjoy what you had with them and you move on to something else. It's the same principle here. Your prime minister said that if teenagers don't do mandatory service, then teenagers will lose their driving license and banking accountants. Controversial for your country. Yeah, I want to say something intelligent at this point, but I can't think of anything. So I'm just going to put her on screen. Movies suck now because nobody wants to tell a story anymore. Producers stopped pushing boundaries for years, and now we're seeing the results of playing it safe too much. Do you know what, Ray? I kind of agree with you, but I also don't agree with you. I think there's a lot of independent studios and a lot of, like, I make films. I finance my own films and I make my own films, and there's a lot more freedom to do that now. There's a lot more options to make independent films. So I think the boundaries are being pushed. Honestly speaking, I think The Acolyte, and again, I've not seen it, but from hearing what I've heard, it is pushing boundaries. There are things that it's doing that will remain afterwards. And I'm going to, dare I say positive things that it's doing that's going to remain afterwards. There are. Like, there's some good stuff happening there. And I don't like saying that because I don't like it. But just by like pushing the boundaries a little bit, you do allow for other things to take place. So in that sense, it's good. But if you're talking about it from a narrative standpoint, it doesn't seem like it's the best. So in that sense, that's not a good thing. Adaptation is playing with the idea of film in general. Yeah, adaptation is just incredible. I'm a writer of screenplays, written maybe, I don't know, 60 screenplays. What he does as a writer is just mind-blowing. I don't know how his brain thinks like that. Like, the actual idea behind the script was, this is the idea behind adaptation. They gave him a book to write a script about. He started writing the script and went, actually, I can't write a book about this script, but I'm going to write a script about me not being able to write a book about the script. and then I'm going to have a twin, and then the twin is going to write a better book than I. How do you think like that? I don't even like, what drugs are you on? That's amazing. It's just, your brain's just thinking on a different level at that point. Incredible stuff. YouTube kids are a lot like Son. Good filmmaking across all disciplines involved is always about revealing information. If a VO is not offering any insight that the picture or sound is, it's normally a fail. Vitaphone, you said it better than I did in 6 minutes on that video. This is why I say, and I've got a video coming out in a couple of days, because I'm getting really annoyed with people. So I've got a series that you guys probably know called Bad Filmmaking versus Good Filmmaking, which objectively, there is bad filmmaking, objectively. But some people are like, no, you can't say that. Film is art, and art is not bad. It's just what you subjectively think about it. Shut the fuck up. That's not true. That's not true. Again, example, if I pick up the camera and my actor's in front of me, but I face the camera the other way, someone might go, that's really artistic. He didn't shoot the main actor. Why did he do that? I want to know why he did that. But actually, I just pointed the camera the wrong way because I'm a dickhead and I can't make a film. Then that's objectively bad filmmaking. Sorry, it is. So I've got a video coming out in a couple of days where I'm going to talk about objective bad filmmaking. And Vitaphone just summed it up perfectly. If what you're doing, if the sound, if the script, if the sound, the voiceover, the sound effects, the blocking, anything, if it's not adding to the scene, get rid of it. Simple rule. That's been the rule since day one. Like, if it's not adding to your film or to your TV show, get rid of it. It's better without it. What else have we got here? What else? You guys have got so many comments. The man cruises. Marcus says that, but Dunks on Hulu, Tubi, and Netflix. Gagnon, what are you talking about? Neil Breen does his own films. Mark Paulina does his own films. He does. Neil Breen is wonderful. Unfortunately, you're right, and it's a dead art. You guys are having a lovely chat there. If you make any movies about fat scousers, give me a call. Oh dear. Okay, the speculation now. I heard that Tubi viewership is close to passing out Disney Plus. So is that true or not? I don't know. I don't know about the viewing figures. I don't think anyone knows about the viewing figures because they just make them up. And I don't know how they get away with that because they have shareholders who, board members and shareholders who want the figures. So I don't know how they get away with publicly saying that their show is doing 2 million streams, whatever they're saying, and they have no conclusive proof of that information. It's weird. I think I need to make a movie. I like the idea of turtles becoming heroes and saving a small town from a tornado. We'll keep on working on it. Jay, I cannot wait for that film to come out. Honestly, me and Amandla will be there, arm in arm, sat down. Don't use the word scouse, brutal black boy. And then he talks to Robert McKee and the third act happens. Yeah, oh my God, what a film. I wish I was watching that instead of talking to you guys. Joking, just kidding. Love you guys. Love ya. Hello, Harban Singh. Could you hit the like button? We're on a number. We're on 42, which is the most ever. I was meant to be closing the stream like half an hour ago. My plan was to start earlier so I can finish at like 8:30 and maybe get a bit of rest. It's been a very hectic week. So my company that I own, I changed the branding. So I've been doing that all weekend. I've owned it for 8 years. So it's changing the whole branding for 8 years. And I was doing that on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, big announcement to everyone. It was huge. So we'll see how that goes. But that's been the whole week. It's been the whole 3 months, to be honest with you, working on that. And obviously I made a couple of videos. Yesterday I went to go see the bike riders. I was out all day, which is why I didn't come on the stream. I apologize, guys. And it's been crazy. Also, right now, it's 1999, 52%, 1994, 48%, which means that if someone else votes for 1994, it's going to be 50-50. And I'm not saying anyone should go in there and manipulate the votes, But what I am saying is that it's a bit close. It's a bit close in there. It's a bit close. There are 1,000 of bad movies, so obviously there is bad filmmaking. So true, Sagnick. My God. Just like this, for me, it's just so rudimental. It's so logical. I don't understand anyone who can go, honestly. Marcus Flemings, the camera point the wrong way reminds me of the Hollywood ending. Have you seen it? If not, it's one of Alan's late 90s. Oh, I've not seen that. I'll have to see it. I do watch Tubi a lot, and I think a lot of people are like me. It's free, isn't it? So I'm considering installing Opera to watch Tubi. 42 is very esoteric, like. Oh, wow. Speculationer. You remind me of... let me just read this before I say it. Okay. All right. Okay, I can read that. You remind me of Barack Obama, but if Barack Obama was more into films, due to the fact that you're both smart. Now, Speculationer, I don't know if you were being serious, because you've also said that that the chat would give me £100 if I watched Lion King, and so far we're sitting on £10 from Vitaphone. So, and you've not put any money in yet, Speculationer, just to point that out. So I don't know if you're being serious with that comment, but if you are, I can only take the compliment and say thank you very much. And if you're not, then I can only take the compliment and say thank you very much. Tubi is another example of what I was talking about as part of a way of Save Cinema as a business. It's free. Yeah, I'm worried about the free thing, you know. I enjoyed the bike ride. It felt authentic. Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. The filmmaking's not remarkable. It's Jeff Nichols, so it's not going to be remarkable. And that's not any slight on Jeff Nichols. He's just not a very visual director. He's very much about script and getting the script to screen. And he's very good at that. And it's got Michael Shannon, who's just a delight, like amazing actor. And I'm liking Austin Butler. I'm really liking Austin Butler. This guy is doing some great films. The person I had the pleasure of seeing the film with, she was like, Austin Butler's doing some great films. And I was like, you know what? He is. I'm glad she liked it. I love Tubi. We don't have Tubi in the UK. Speculation is a funny guy. What, Moona, what? Don't you think I remind you of Barack Obama? Come on, man. I do. Come on. You saying? Saw a movie called The Blonde Purple on there. Very good film. Who wrote that one? I don't know, but I've heard Blonde Purple is a phenomenal film. Phenomenal. It's a phenomenal. There we go. It's a phenomenal. What else we got here? I need to show Marcus Flemings my collection of... What does that mean? Very ominous comment. VPN is your friend. Yeah, I can do VPN. I do VPN, but I don't want to watch Tubi because I got the money. Austin Butler's first amazing film was Elvis. Do you know what? Speculationer. It wasn't. It was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He is good in that as well. Guy had range. He did really well in Dune 2. I didn't like him in Dune 2. I didn't like Dune 2, but I see what you're saying. Nick Cage Prime is better than Johnny Depp Prime. Moona, you've seen Blonde Purple as well. Oh dear. I cancelled my sub to it because they had put ads on it. They should have copied Netflix. Good question. Marcus's films are on DVD. They're not on DVD, Gagnan. My films are only on streaming. And there's one that's going nationwide in the UK as of Thursday. It's going to be in Yorkshire, and it's for a film festival. And the first day of it is going to be on Thursday. So we're doing a little road trip to Bradford. I don't know if anyone's heard of Bradford, but it's in Yorkshire. It's north of England. And we're going to be doing a Q&A. So it's going to be pretty cool. I might document some of that and put it on this channel. And then we're doing a London Q&A on Sunday at the BFI, which is the British Film Institute, which is pretty huge. It's basically the British Film Institute is the biggest thing in the UK for film. And then Monday, we've got another cinema in London, which I may not be able to attend, but I hope it goes well. Director should be there. So yeah, my films are doing okay. They're doing okay. I'm happy. I'm very happy. For me, 2019, Portrait of a Lady. I don't like that film. Sorry. Mr. Fernandez just joined. A Day Shall Come was one of the most disappointing for me. Never expected Chris Morris to make something in the middle of the road. Chris Morris being Chris Morris of The Day to Day and Brass Eye. Is that the film? Because I did see that he made a film after his other film. I can't remember what the film's called. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, I'm not seeing it. Cage as an actor is better. And we have got Prime Streaming is a valued ad for Prime subscribers. Prime Streaming is basically nothing but an ad for Prime shopping. So you guys are talking about streaming. Love it. Four Lions, that's the one. Yeah. When Cage and the Four Force is better than many. Totally agree with that. The Day Shall Come in 2019, which is Chris Morris' film and set in America, I think. And it's not very good, apparently. Have you guys seen In the Loop, which is a lovely film? I think it's a spin-off from, not Veep, it came out before Veep. It's a spin-off of In the Thick of It. Lovely film. Lovely film. Marcus, do you like The Boys? So here's the thing. So The Boys has been getting a lot of flack this season. I didn't like last season that much. I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was great. Yeah, I'm enjoying this season a lot. So I don't know why it's getting any flack. It's really, episode 4 is dark as F. Dark as F. I'm not talking about Game of Thrones dark with you can't say anything. I'm talking about the topics. It was just so dark. My God. Did you see my music video, Marcus? I did not. Jay, give me the link to your music video. What's going on here? Got a music video. Send me that shit. I'm going to put it in the stream right now. Even so, they handled the ad subs still wrong. You guys still talking about 2B. Boys season 1 was great. Rest are just okay. Yeah, well, I'm liking this season, though. I am liking this season. The Boys have an invulnerable enemy problem. The good thing, though, I agree with that, Gagnan. The good thing is the enemy is the best thing in the show by far. So, and he's not boring me yet. If he was boring me, I'd be like, okay, well, how are we going to end this, guys? But I could watch more of this character just essentially just breaking apart. Here we go. I don't know if I can copy that. I don't think I can copy that, though. Let me see if I can copy that. I can't. Guys, does anyone... I'm going to probably wrap up in about 10 minutes. And then on Tuesday, we'll have another stream. Hopefully, I might have to do it a bit later than 7:45, but we'll see. I was going to say, does anyone want to jump in the chat and just tell me what their best or worst or whatever film is? But there's probably not much point because we are wrapping up very shortly. Oh, there's 34 for you in here. So thank you very much for being here, guys. 43 likes, which is officially our most ever. So you guys are part of something beautiful here. Thank you. The Boys needs to continue to use Soldier Boy. Maybe. I didn't like Soldier Boy that much. Homelander is the show. Yeah, Homelander is the show. And I like it. I don't mind. I haven't got a problem with that. Episode 4 proper, 1 to 3 bloated. Weird they would waste so much time setting things up considering how late into the final 2 seasons they are. Fluff. In the Loop was great. Was disappointed when it came out and wasn't as good as The Thick of It, but I think as time has gone on, I've enjoyed it more and more. Very funny. Gandolfini versus Capaldi was great. Yeah, the scene at the bar. Amazing scene. Tuesday in it. Tuesday. Danny is the most interesting character in The Boys. The rest are one-dimensional. The Boys should eliminate Homelander. Ooh, there's no show. If you eliminate Homelander, there's no show. The show ends. Those other characters are not good enough to sustain the show. So the show would just end. Thank you, White Noise. Do appreciate that. It's only awesome because of you guys. And Amandla. Amandla's been... just, guys, I don't want to... I'm not a very emotional person, but Amandla's just been there for me since day one. And it's just been... I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying getting to know Amandla. Just every day's it could be Amandla dancing, could be Amanda rapping or acting. Every day is a treat, and I can truly say that I'm in love with Amanda. So thank you guys. You've been excellent, but also thank you, Amanda. What about HOTD? What is that? Homelander is the most irritating. No, come on. HOTD should be on fire tonight. What's HOTD? Bro, who's going to watch Starlight and her crazy messed up I'm not repeating that. Should someone tell them? Tell who? What are you guys talking about? Marcus, just Amanda's 25. Drake. Oh, dear. Well, yeah. The content, 25. She looks younger than 25. I mean, that's not good for me. That's bad for me. But she just looked younger than. They do look younger than 25. House of the Dragons. Yes, I will start that very shortly. I've not got onto it yet. I was finishing Mad Men, which I've now finished. Series 7, which I've now finished. And I thoroughly enjoyed rewatching it. It was fantastic. Right. So votes-wise, we have 28 votes, which is amazing, guys. I think that's one of the most votes I've ever had. 1999 has 58. And we have 46 on 1994. So this is the last chance. The last chance to vote. Vitaphone, they are a smoke show. And you know what? I mean, it's fine. 25's good, right? It's not 15, right? 25's good. It's fine. Why? What do you build a house for dragons? Amanda has already changed the way I see the world. I cannot twerk enough to show my gratitude. Oh, dear. Dearie me. Hello, young son, Intelligent Academy. I've seen you in here before. We've spoken before, I believe. Speculation. Can you travel to the United States for a video at 100,000 subscribers? Well, considering you've not even given me £1 after saying you're going to give me 100 for watching The Lion King, I think the idea of me going to America was not really sitting well with me right now, the speculationer. I think I'm going to avoid that. Because I don't know if you're a prankster. You might be waiting at the airport. You might be waiting at Kennedy Airport or something with a banner that says, Marcus loves Amanda. And then I'm done for, aren't I? I'm finished. I'm absolutely finished. Not that anyone's going to know that I'm Marcus, but you know what I mean? It's not the best entrance into America. Nothing wrong with Amanda. Love them. But do you get what I mean? It's not the best welcoming act into America. So I don't think I will, when I get to 100,000 streams, go to America. Maybe at 1 million I might do, but I've not even been on YouTube for a year yet. Not even close to being, well, it's about 4 months off from being a year. Maybe when I get to 1 million in a couple of years, maybe more than a couple of years, I will maybe come to America, and hopefully I get to see the speculation, because I want my £100 for watching The Lion King, which I'm going to watch. Oh, dear. I hope not. Hope not. It's a setup. It is a setup. It's total setup. Total setup. Have you seen The Bike Riders? Yeah, I saw it yesterday, and on my lovely date, and it went well. The film went well. It was a thoroughly entertaining film. My vote for 94's because of Pulp Fiction and Forrest Gump. Yeah, but you weren't around for 1999. Don't let me get up 1999. Those films were banging. Who's seen Trash Humpers? Not me. Well, yeah, that's like your opinion, dude, man. Jay Billen said that he knows where you live and that he's outside your house. Well, if he is, I'll be opening the door and greeting in my lovely friend. I love me some Jay Pillen. And Jay, I can't actually get the link, if that makes sense. So yeah, like it's right here. I just can't grasp it. I can't grasp it. So maybe let me think. Let me have a little think. I have a little think. I want to get it up before I leave. 1999 American movie, the best documentary ever made. Is that the one about the filmmakers who are trying to make a film and they just struggle in so much? And they're just kind of wasters, aren't they? They're just talking about making the film, but they never actually make a film. In India, then No Smoking 2009, best Stephen King adaptation ever. I'm about to stream in a few if you want to come by. So, guys, I'm going to probably end the stream there then because Jay's about to stream. You guys can go straight over to his stream. You've seen him. Please subscribe to him. It's not a them. It's definitely a him. If you guys could go there, that would be fantastic. I think Vitaphone might be there. I might jump on. It's been 2 hours and a half, though. So I jumped on last time for a bit towards the end. I might jump on this time. Guys, this has been absolutely epic. We're not quite done yet. And if anyone wants to vote in the poll, please do. Otherwise, I'm going to conclude the poll. We're going to have a 1999 being the winner. Stop the chit chat, a-hole. What's that from? Yeah, so I can't actually get the. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this, guys, just because I want to put Jay's thing on the stream before I leave. I'm going to, in the chat now, I'm putting a StreamYard link. So I'm going to pin that as well. There we go. So, Jay, what you can do is you can actually, I think if you jump in, I can actually now, or maybe I can invite, no, can't do that. Yeah, then you can actually send me the link via the chat and I can put it on here and then we can conclude the chat, if that makes sense. 35, guys, that's 45. We're so close to 45. 2 more likes and we're on 45, which is by far the most we've had so far. So that would be absolutely fantastic if you could do that. As well as that, please, when I end the stream, could you jump over to Jay and could you absolutely watch his channel? Sorry, I'm just trying to work out how I can get this link. There we go. So Jay, I'm going to now message you. And if you could send me the... there we go. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. There we go. Got it now. Fantastic. Cannot wait to watch this. This is going to be fantastic. You're not going to copyright strike me, are you, Jay? In fact, let me get you on. There we go.
No.
Where you at?
For my own music, no. Nah.
Hey.
What's good, Marcus? What's good, chat? It's been a fun stream. We appreciate you guys coming through. Make sure if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe and hit that like button if you can. We really appreciate it. I made a music video for my little song that I put together, and that was the link in there that I gave. And then I'm going to do a little movie stream here in a second, so I'm just getting that ready. I see some of you guys are already jumping in the stream. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, guys. I'm going to play this music video. Hey, Vitaphone, by the way. How you doing?
No copyright restriction for my music. I mean.
You sure? Are you sure?
I'm coming to get you, Marcus. This was all a setup. Is Vita down there? What's up, Vita? His name is being covered up by Sagnix.
Yeah, let me take Sagnix off for a bit. There we go. Love you, there's Vitaphone. Right, let me play this song. It's going to be epic.
Yeah, I'm caught in the shadows, applauding everyone else's existence. Feels like you're looking down on me. It's so high up. invisible, just a little unnoticed. I'm here in the back of the room, clear but just out focus.
Jay, are you actually singing?
Yes,
That's amazing.
appreciate.
What the fuck? Oh, tell me what's going on with this? Is this a thing that you do?
Yeah, but yeah, I make songs. I started singing, I think, singing and rapping, I guess around 2009 or something like that, when I was in getting out of high school and college, somewhere around there.
Uh-huh.
Then I just kept with it for a little bit. You know, I use Acid Pro, and I'll show off I plan to do a video where I show off all the studio equipment I have, because I have a lot of studio equipment. I have like the mixers, have the microphones, all that different thing. And next time I make a video, my wife will try to film me outside somewhere.
Nice.
Because I'm in the bedroom in this one. So I was like, I need to make a video of it so everyone could see, because I'm, doing some singing and stuff. So I was like, I'll just shoot this in the bedroom and try to edit it together as best I can.
Damn. That's a good singing voice. That's not,
Appreciate
you're
you.
not putting any effects on your voice, are you? That's you singing.
Well, through the voice, I have a Voice Live. The Voice Live Touch is what I use to sing through. The Voice Live Touch, and so I just have to layer it like I don't do everything in all in one take. Like, so I might sing one part and then come back over it. Like, so it's harder for me. Like, if I try to sing everything all the way out, so I have to just do one at a time.
So you're like Prince.
I'm very much like a.
You're just the same as Prince.
Purple Rain.
I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked because your singing's damn good. This is.
Oh, appreciate that.
Very annoying.
Thank you, Marcus.
It's annoying. You know when someone's talented and you're like, fuck's sake. You have to acknowledge their talent.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Vitaphone, most disappointing film.
Oh, most disappointing film would probably be The Last Jedi for me. Like I remember going to the theater and I was pumped. I liked the first new one. I thought, yeah, it was a retread, but they did the smart thing, which was, hey, we got to prove to everybody, not only do we get what makes Star Wars, what people like about it, but they were also kind of, this is unpopular with a certain age demographic, but they had a lot to make up for the last prequels, like they wanted to prove that, hey, not only do we get it, but we can do it the way George used to do it. And I thought they did a great job of doing that, and it also felt modern, but it also felt respectful to legacy filmmaking. So I was hyped, and I liked Rian Johnson's Brick and Looper, so I thought this is a good new director. And I just remember sitting in the theater just feeling weird. I didn't know what I was feeling because I wasn't processing yet. I was just kind of going like, the movie came to an end. I'm like, I think maybe I liked it. And on the drive home, I just got more and more upset. The guy who
sounds like one of those essay stories, man. What the heck?
The guy who's willing to go on a suicide
Baby reindeer
to redeem the most evil man of the galaxy, his father. This guy's gonna pull a lightsaber on his nephew. Just
not really.
Just all those things just started to build, and I'm like, wait a minute. The hyperspace jump scene was cool, but I'm like, doesn't that kind of just break everything we've known at that point?
So they could have done that to the Death Star all along. They didn't have to go through those turrets and lose Porkins.
Suicide spaceships.
R.I.P. Porkins.
Yeah, they're good. They could have just pulled a 9/11 at any point. So
good night. Read the phone.
It's like, cool scene. And here's the thing. I think The Last Jedi, in isolation, is actually a good movie.
I agree. I agree.
As the middle part of the end of a 9-series run and a new trilogy,
not good.
Capping off the enemy, the main big bad, and all this, it just fundamentally He just
wrong move.
Yeah.
But the thing is, to make the film, he had to get approved by Kathleen Kennedy and Disney in general, and he obviously showed them the script, and they said, "This is okay. You can go and do what you want to do." But surely they should have known this is going to break what happened before and what you're going to do after that, because the film kind of just ends. There's no like lead up. You know, with Empire Strikes Back, like he loses his arm. We know that his dad is Darth Vader. Spoiler alert. And we're looking forward to the third film, whereas this film just ended. Like there was nothing to look forward to. It's terrible. But I do agree. Like Isolation, it's a good film. It's actually a good film. It's well made. It's probably the best looking Star Wars film. But as a part of a trilogy, it's dreadful. Absolutely dreadful.
Yeah.
Jay, most disappointing. Before guys, so if you haven't jumped onto Jay and waiting for Jay, get there. He's going to be on any second now. But before that, Jay, what's your most disappointing film?
After Earth. After all that we had seen, the hype and hoopla for Will Smith's son, I thought that he was going to be the next Leonardo DiCaprio. And, you know, I was disappointed. Yeah, they were hyping him up. They said, you know, this is going to be the next big actor. Of course, Will Smith was the only one that was really saying that, but I took him at his word. And so when I went to see After Earth, I was sorely disappointed. I was hyped up for it. Opening night, I went to go see it at the IMAX.
You didn't go opening night?
Opening night.
Oh, God damn it.
And I was let down immediately. I think from the opening shot, because that thing is filmed really poorly, right? It was like all over the place. It's like trying to do like there's like 10 flashbacks in a row to try to introduce us to whoever these characters are supposed to be. And then it just jumps into they're on Earth and every creature is somehow mutated to try to kill everybody. And
the worst thing is, Will Smith is so charismatic. In that film, they muted him completely.
Yeah, it was like definitely. He has all this charisma and all this character, and then in this film, he was like a walking robot, which is I think was the story that he was supposed to have always kept his emotions muted, because the strange creatures can sense emotions, and if they sense emotions, then they kill you.
That's the one. So
he had to turn his emotions off.
It's his idea. That's actually his idea. He went to Night M. Shyamalan or Sham, whatever his name is, and he said, "This is an idea for a film. Are you going to make it?" And of course, Night M. Shyamalan went, "Yeah, sure, I'll make that." Will Smith, "Yeah, sure." And it's trash, absolute trash, terrible film. Guys, we are. If you love these two individuals here, I do. Vitaphone and Jay. I think they're both going to be on the stream next on Jay's channel. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'll get the stream rod up and running.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And if Vita has the opportunity, are you able to jump in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I'll get the same thing set up. Yard.
Before you kill it, I do want to put one thing in. I just want to set the record straight. I never said all 90s women. Yeah. I never said they're all trash and they're all unattractive. I said it's the beginning of the girl next door becoming Hollywood starlets. You know, that to sum up.
Mandy Moore.
What's that?
Mandy Moore era of filmmaking. We had a lot of Mandy Moore.
Jennifer Love Hewitt, you know, just these
Jessica Biel.
Yeah, just, you know, and I never said
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
But I'm not the only person to point this out. I recently just saw a video pointing out the exact same thing from someone that's like part of the nerdrotic sphere. So I know I'm not crazy.
It was misogynistic and patriarchal of you, Vitaphone.
So Vitaphone, just to clarify, you're saying that women actresses from the 90s onwards are not all ugly.
No, not all of them. I'm saying that's the beginning. That's not what I mean either. I'm saying that's the beginning of the rise of the Hollywood starlet.
Okay.
That is the girl next door. You know.
Okay. I see what you're saying now. So it's gone away from like the Grace Kellys and the Kim Basingers and the Michelle Pfeiffers to your Sarah Michelle Gellar's, who are girls next door, Reese Witherspoons, and so forth and so forth.
And I said that's why the Sydney Sweeney's getting such attention.
High praise.
not that I really necessarily agree that it's a like some sort of political movement to be attracted to someone that's attractive, that's commercially attractive, but that's why we're starting to see these. There's a couple other actresses that are getting the same sort of like buzz. It's like, because from the 90s, you know, that's the beginning of, well, maybe we should not have the male gaze shouldn't be such a big consideration for casting. So
I agree with that. Although Sagnit says that Scarlett Johansson is ugly. And Muna's saying, didn't Vitaphone say Dustin Hoffman should have slapped Meryl Streep off screen? He did, but he was joking.
I didn't say that. I'm turning into like this.
This is all coming back to get him.
If it's controversial, we'll just say that Vita said it.
Yeah, exactly. Anything controversial is coming from Vita. Didn't Vitaphone? No, we said that already. Right, I'm off. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much for jumping in. Hopefully back on Tuesday I'll put the StreamYard on. You guys can all jump in. We can all have a big old chat. Jump onto Jay's stream now. What are you talking about now, Jay?
I'm going to be talking about Hitman, Glenn Powell, how we should put Glenn Powell in every feature-length film from this point on. Don't even, consider a Tom Cruise or anyone else, just Glenn Powell. He could also probably, with enough makeup or disguises, he could probably play every other male lead and female lead in the films that are about to come out. So I'm looking forward to the Glenn Powell era.
We can do
it'll be bigger and better than that. So the Glenn Powell era is upon us, and I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, that sounds like an interesting chat. I might jump in a bit. I'm gonna go and chill off for a bit, and then guys, jump onto Jay. If you've not hit the like button, please do. We're on 45 likes, which is incredible. Thank you so much. And big love to Vitaphone, big love to Jay, big love to you, Sagnit, everyone, Gagnan, everyone who's here. You guys are amazing. And guys, I'm gonna take you out for a second. And that's it. We are officially done. We're officially over. Guys, you're amazing. Hopefully see you on Tuesday. If not, maybe Wednesday. And stay safe out there. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of haters who want to see you taken down. They don't like it when you criticize baby reindeer, so don't talk about that. And I'll speak to you guys soon. Big love. And just remember, the future is a mandla.